Yeah, not quite. Now we live. Welcome back to Man Down Sports, man. We got the whole crew in the house tonight, man. Whole crew in the house. Yeah.
And on time.
What's up, brother?
And on time. Don't worry about y'all watches.
Yeah, y'all watch.
That's right.
Y'all early. Perfect timing.
Anybody tell
y'all be early, man.
If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, it's unacceptable.
Or something else them khakis be say.
Yeah. We're gonna let some people get in here. We're gonna let y'all hit the share button. We're gonna let y'all tell us where y'all from. I see Detroit is in the house for sure.
What up, though? Shout out to my Detroit people, man. Much love. What up, though?
Make sure you hit the like button. We got a treat for y'all, man. Let's play this real quick.
Yeah.
Girl, we are gonna move and we're gonna take your words down.
I second that motion.
So you agree to strike your words?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she needs to apologize. No.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's gonna be recognized, then Miss Green
I'm not apologizing.
Well,
then
okay,
reserve the right to
object.
I am not apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
It's me.
Miss Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those words.
What now?
We're not going to do this. Guys, earlier, literally just.
You just voted to do
Y'all did it first, so you don't.
Gosh.
Put that on a shirt. What now?
A what now?
Yo,
I gotta get that shirt, dog.
Man, what the heck is going on at the daggone nation's capital, man? They up in there acting the daggone fool, man. But
that's fun. Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. And shout out
she
to
had
her
all
for
three of
not
them.
jumbling over that.
She had all three of them too, man. She hit it. You know, on the head, man.
Listen,
when she hit it with the baby girl, I already knew she was checking into the next level of shit that old girl wouldn't be ready for.
And she paid attention in English class. That alliteration was crazy. Bleach, bad built butch body.
Yeah, that's hard. It's 6 B's. That's 6 B's.
No one has rapped like that since Tupac. I mean, because Tupac he liked the
penitentiary's packed with promise makers.
Yeah. Peter Piper picked the pepper, you know what I mean? But I can pick the pump.
Golly. This show gonna be a problem today.
Get it with a motherfucking triple.
If that's how we starting, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
what now? What now?
What?
Shout out from the Philippines. What's good? Hey, wow, man. That's my man. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started, man. We can start with Zoe's segment. What we got in the news?
All right, a couple of things that we want to talk about in the news. First and foremost, the NBA draft lottery was Tuesday, I believe.
A few days ago.
And some team in Atlanta got the number 1 pick. I wonder if y'all know who that is.
They're gonna draft some bullshit anyway.
They only let y'all get the number 1 pick when it ain't a real number 1 prospect out there.
No, you know what? They doing the same thing that they did. What was it when the Pelicans got AD? They doing the same thing. They're trying to keep Trae Young in the building.
Yeah, that's all that is.
That's all it is. Get him another star.
Mm-hmm. Try to get him.
There's not one available though.
I don't know, man. But here's the thing though: if they get Bronny, then they get Bron. I'm just Bron in LA.
Bron can go to Atlanta.
Bron in Atlanta, man. Listen, Savannah. Ooh, never mind.
Yeah, listen. That's a topic for another day.
What now?
What now?
Oh, keep watching.
It's gonna happen. But won in the lottery after having 3% odds. Anything else stood out to y'all? Is the draft lottery broken? Do y'all think that it's Mel already said that he ain't got no hope in nobody becoming a star in this draft? So what y'all think?
No, I think Dillingham is like that though. From Kentucky, the guard from Kentucky. Yeah.
Kentucky guards are nice.
I haven't seen enough of Reed Shepherd. I gotta watch some film.
I think there's 3 bona fide stars in this draft and 0 bona fide superstars.
Boy,
that's a bad draft class, by the way.
You used bona fide twice. I haven't heard bona fide since 2000.
Whenever NBA Street was out.
Show you right. I'm using all old terms today. Show you right.
Your job.
My thing from the draft lottery, my thing from the lottery is, and this is not even me being a Pistons fan. It's just, what was the point of being a shitty team if you can't be rewarded the shitty, like the rewards for being, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is 2 years in a row now that the Pistons have had the work, but it's for what?
But is it though?
The Hawks were almost a playing team. How the hell did they get the number 1 pick?
Listen, man, it's been 11 years in a row y'all done had a lottery pick, bro. Just relax.
No, the last time we had a lottery pick was
y'all got the best player in the draft, and y'all screwed it up. Y'all had Cunningham, and y'all developing well enough.
Cunningham was the last lottery pick we had.
Yeah, did y'all took him 1, right?
We took him 1.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I mean, so y'all had a number 1 pick. They trying to help y'all out. Y'all got another top 3 pick. Y'all actually got 2 top 3 picks with Wiseman. Y'all got him in the trade, y'all got the kid from Duke.
We didn't get him.
Y'all got Wiseman.
We didn't draft him.
No, but y'all got Wiseman now.
Yeah,
that's
and y'all got Marvin Bagley.
Y'all got a Thompson twin
at number 5, and then we got number 5 again this year.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like the lottery system is flawed.
You think that first of all, I said y'all done drafted in the lottery for the last 11 years. I was being facetious. You was like, the last one we had was Cade. And then you said you just had a number 5 pick last year. Hey, the lottery is the first 14 picks, by the way.
I forgot the lottery is 14 picks. I just
don't worry about it.
I just automatically think it's 3.
Man, I'm here for you.
That top 3 is all I care about.
And the reason you care about it is because you know that the record says
we should be in the top 3.
Y'all should be in the top 3. I get it. But I think that I mean, Eric, I'm sorry. I believe in conspiracy theories when it comes to that lottery. Patrick Ewing, Shaq, AD, like when a team needs to get the number 1 pick, or they Sofa King might be right. We're gonna get into that, Sofa King. But yeah, when a team needs a number 1 pick, I think they get it, and to benefit the NBA as a whole. That's just my opinion on it. But yeah, so in other news, speaking of street in the NFL street, we got another football game coming out, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Long time.
It's been how long? 10 years?
11 years.
11 years. College football 25 will be returning on July 19th. I am a grown man, but I guarantee you on July 19th, I'm gonna have the sticks. I'm gonna be on them sticks. I don't know about y'all.
I hope we don't record on July 19th. What is it, a Friday?
July 16th, I will have that game because I'm getting the pre-order.
You getting the pre-order?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know about neither one of y'all. My birthday the 13th, so if y'all buy that game for yourself and don't give me a present, we ain't friends no more.
I'll get you a Chiefs scarf or some shit, and we'll call it even.
A scarf in July?
Hey, that works for my pockets because it'll be on sale, and then you'll have it whenever you go to a winter game, you'll have a scarf.
Yo, shout out to Ron Walters. We appreciate you, baby. Thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate the super chat. Cody Williams from CU. I like Cody Williams. I've been paying attention to the draft since the lottery, of course, but I haven't really dived in, to a lot of those different players. Because, yeah.
Man, heavy pause.
I know. That was crazy. That was crazy. Speaking of crazy, we've been seeing some crazy things.
Hey, Hot Pie Gravy said, hold on. Hot Pie Gravy said the Chiefs beret. Yeah.
Hey, can you imagine Jay in the beret? I gotta get it now. I gotta get it for him now.
No, you cannot imagine
that. You gotta wear it. You gotta wear it.
And then you gotta take the picture with the paint palette in your hand. Like playing some Mozart in the background.
Definitely. We'll go to speaking of the Chiefs. Harrison Butker was in the news today.
Man,
Jay, you got it.
He sure was.
My man.
My dog.
My man.
I ain't mad at him.
I'm not mad at him either.
President, baby.
I'm not mad at him. He had some strong opinions at a commencement ceremony that he was the guest speaker at. A lot of them, I'm gonna be honest, are my sentiment as well. The NFL did their best to step away from those though, because they ain't playing them type of games. Tell me what y'all think about some of the stuff that he said.
Who heard it? I heard it. I heard
it.
I heard it. I heard it, man, and I made a post. I made a joke. Harrison Butker for president. But in all seriousness, man, I feel him, but it seemed more like a political speech than it was a college.
Oh, that's what it was.
Appreciation speech. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he would have the students or said something.
Look, he was at a Catholic. The school was a Catholic school.
Yeah,
right.
So I mean, he's speaking to an audience who think exactly like he was saying.
Yeah, I get it, but I just didn't.
He got a standing ovation for it.
Why that was the topic he chose. So, but I get it. I didn't really disagree with anything he said.
Yeah, a lot of things, I didn't listen to it in its entirety. Of course, I listened to the parts that were.
I ain't gonna say I agree with everything he said. I agree with some of the things he said. Some of the traditional things he said. I get it.
100%. That's why I was going with. I don't believe in everything. I don't agree with everything he said, but a large portion of what he said and what I heard, I'm like, you're not wrong to think that way. You know what I'm saying?
DC Slam said what he said. Maybe we should have had the recording ready for y'all. But basically, what he said was, he got up and did a speech. He was invited to do a speech there at school, so I guess he's a Catholic faith as well. And he basically said that he couldn't have done what he's done without his wife by his side, and it's good that there's a woman that's willing to be a wife the way women were in the old times. And he said that women in our society has been told a lie, basically trying to be independent women and go get your own bag instead of going and being a wife the way we remember it 60s, 70s time frame, right? So a lot of people took offense to him saying that, and a lot of women took offense to it. Of course, women's lib and all that stuff, man. A lot of people didn't like it, but hey, he was at a Catholic school, and he was preaching to the choir.
You know who did like it though?
He spoke to his audience.
Exactly.
You know,
new member Max Lotortu. Hope I said that right, man. Thanks for becoming a member, man.
Welcome aboard.
Get
it French, man. It's La Toraru.
You probably said that wrong. Call in on our first segment so you can correct us on the pronouncement.
Hey, but
show you right.
The Chargers, they might not be good on the field, but whoever they schedule release team is, they hot.
That's their Super Bowl. They do the best every year, releasing the schedule, and then they do the worst every year of playing the schedule that was released.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
They was on point with that schedule release though. But
the Chargers, man, they spent a lot of money in the last couple years and got no return.
Zero.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what they're going to turn into. Whether they're just going to have a talented quarterback with some often hurt players around him, or if they're going to turn into get something worth their spending. So I don't know. And lastly, before we get into our topics, on a much more somber and serious note, and this may not exactly be sports, but news is news, and we try to keep everybody up to date. Famous mogul label owner Sean Puffy Combs video came out today, and I ain't talking about a music video. A video,
although there was a beat to it.
Yeah.
There's definitely a beat, and he definitely was tap dancing.
Yeah. I don't want to laugh at those. I don't. But nah, seriously. After all of the allegations, I'm sure everybody in the comment section, and of course, the panel has been up to date on all of the different. Y'all are stupid, by the way. All of the allegations. This comes out, and recently I didn't know this, but his son made a diss track towards 50 like 2 days ago, which is just weird.
He's not recognized as a real rapper, just so.
Like, his son made a diss song 2 days ago towards 50 Cent, and I don't know, it's just I don't even know how to respond to this. I mean, he beat that girl like she owed him money for real. And yeah, what do y'all think about it?
I'm tired of people telling me stop with the allegations and nothing's been proven and don't try to bring a black man down. That dude is not a black man. That's a freaking demon.
Listen, at this point, at this point, everything they say he did it.
Yeah, for sure.
Guilty.
So
guilty.
To get back on the serious note, it says a lot about his character. It also says that to be brazen enough to be in a public space, as in a hallway, and commit that kind of vile viciousness lets me know two things. One, that wasn't his first time putting his hands on her in that way. And two, he feels like in his mind he's above reproach. And for people who don't know, I was one of the few Americans that actually liked that man's music. Man, fuck that boy.
Look, when he came out, I think it was on IG. He posted right out there talking about something about the truth coming out.
Yeah, I'm tired of all these allegations against my name and something like that. I'm like,
yeah, what you mean the truth? We just seen a video. What do you mean the truth? We seen the truth. We actually watched it.
No. That post right there was a post that he had posted right when she had dropped her lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then the reason why you seen it today is Mr. Jackson, aka Curtis, posted that and was like, "Hey, you sure? You sure this way you want to stand?"
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And for the fact that this tape has been buried for almost a decade is scary.
Time out. This right here almost made me spill my yak.
It better not be the comment. Nah, y'all. Hey, take it easy on Caitlin Boo Boo, man. Not too much on her, man.
Mel, stop.
No, stop.
Let it go, bro.
No,
let it
why
go.
Why I gotta let it go? Why I can't have good taste and y'all just be
good
on
taste
the other side, man?
Yeah, I'm done with Newsbees after that good taste comment.
You know what, man? I'm be honest with you, man. I was a lot optimistic.
Hey, man, we're gonna put it up.
Oh, go ahead. We're gonna put the phone number up. Give us a second.
No, not yet. We're after the first segment.
Yeah, but I was a little optimistic about the Diddy thing. I hate
that'll be the last.
But man, that's a hard sell, man. Hey, man, look, just walk into the jail cell and turn yourself in, man.
Yeah,
ain't worth it, bro. And like I was saying, for the fact that this tape has been buried for almost a decade, just it's kind of scary, like the type of power that these guys have, because he had to have known that there was a tape and had it buried for so long, and now that it's, what I'm saying, it's coming out. What else? Like,
I see why he gave her that money, though. I see why he gave her that money now.
Quick.
Real quick.
I almost feel like he was gonna fight the daggone joint, and then her lawyer sent him a screenshot of the tape. I think Cassie's team had the tape when she filed the
like he showed him a screenshot, and she was like, "Would you like that in cash or money?"
I was tripping when I seen the video, man, because I was like, why would somebody post a clip of What's Love Got to Do with it? I was like, this. I said, what this got to, and then I looked and I was like, oh shoot, that ain't Tina.
Yeah, that ain't Tina.
That's your bastard either.
Anime.
Oh, I told y'all it was gonna be this segment.
Yeah, you did.
I told y'all this is gonna be a problem.
My man didn't put no slippers on. He was in straight towel.
He was literally in the top.
The towel is the part that killed me, bro. The towel was swishing in the wind, bro.
Stop. Hot pot gravy. Oh my gosh.
Hot pot gravy is trying to get a ring.
Oh man.
All right, let's move on, man. We go to our first topic. God is a revealer. I'm glad that stuff is getting revealed, man, because people like Sean Combs need to be behind the jail, and they don't need to have as much power as they got and as much backing as they got, man. Like, just off hearing about what Chris Brown got into it with Rihanna, the whole industry counseled him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole industry. All right.
Yeah.
And some people still won't let that go, even after he did his time and he did his community service and he paid his dues.
Mm-hmm.
He still can't outlive that. Right. So If I see people in the industry trying to protect Sean Combs after we seen that video,
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah,
2020, and it's the year. This is the year.
Yeah.
All y'all
The
deviants.
year of revealing.
It's gonna happen. So if you hide and if you one of them dudes who think that the power or the money that you have puts you above the law, 2024 is the year to be revealed, and that dude is going under the jail, and he gonna be dancing in somebody's cell here shortly. So
take that, Diddy.
Take that.
All right,
usually
go ahead.
Usually I'm one to say, hey, let's not convict people in court of public opinion prior to the facts come out. But I think it's high time now, man, when people make these serious allegations, let's not bash them for coming out making an allegation that could possibly be true.
True. And I hate to be that person too. Like, I don't like to jump to the conclusion when somebody says something, because we've seen this thing go both ways. You know what I'm saying? We've seen
but here recently they batting 100.
Oh yeah, anybody, yeah, they definitely they knocking it out of the park. They're knocking it out of the park. My interesting thing is, and Slim just took the words right out of my mouth. How much power does he have, and who else does he have under his thumb to where he can push some buttons and possibly get out of this? How can that happen?
I mean, hopefully this is just the tip of the iceberg, and hopefully all of the stuff that was confiscated, got a lot of video evidence and a whole bunch of other evidence, and the people that's really willing to testify for some of the things. Hopefully, because this ain't the only thing that he's really doing. It's a lot of stuff that he's been alleged. I mean, he's been handcuffed to some murders and some jerking a lot of people out of some money and some freak offs and a whole bunch of stuff. Like, we just don't need that type of people lurking around the community, man, for real.
Yeah. I think he's probably the reason why he isn't in jail yet, because I'm sure they found some things, or maybe they didn't. I think the reason why I brought up King Combs making a diss song, because he said something in the diss song, said they searched one mansion but didn't search the other one, which just shows that he's a kid. Like, you don't even have a clue about what you're talking about, and you just trying to be on the scene.
Homeland Security was like, what now?
Oh, for real? Got it. So,
hey, you know what I learned though? You know what I learned? I learned that the feds will break in your not necessarily break, but they'll execute a search warrant on your premises. They'll get a bunch of evidence, and they'll just wait for like months, even years. And they'll build the case against you. And then when they got enough evidence and they got everything in place and it's all organized,
that's when they hit you.
To where you can't even buy yourself out of it.
Yeah,
right, you can't buy yourself out of it.
99% conviction rate, and they do that for a reason, because they don't come to get you until it's already done.
They don't arrest on speculation; they arrest on evidence.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it ain't like the state. It ain't like the state. You can be like, I could be the state charge.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see going forward. But that's it for news of the day, man.
Boom.
All right, let's go ahead and go to this first topic, man. Bronny James, man. So this is a series of clips I want to play for y'all. One is about 40 seconds long. One is about 2 minutes, and another one's 2 minutes, man. So I'll play them. I think they're very interesting. All of these clips, right? I don't know if y'all heard these, but they was having a conversation around LeBron and Bronny James. And y'all got to go watch this afterwards, but they introduced it by playing clips with this dramatic music with LeBron when he was doing interviews before he got drafted coming out of high school, and the things that he was saying. Like, that's how they introduced it. Like, man, this is a big event that Bronny is getting or possibly getting drafted, right? This is a big event. They introduced it like that, and it was like going from father to son, and they asked Marc Spears, what are the scouts telling you? And what they heard, they wasn't ready for. And it was Shanae Ogumake, and it was Shelbourne, and Marc Spears was giving them the hard truth. Mm-hmm. They was trying to combat it and do all this other verbal judo. Then they invited their own scout to give them different information, and then Kendrick Perkins just lost it, right? So I'm gonna play some of that for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Marc, you were just in Chicago for the combine. Yeah. What are the scouts saying about Bronny?
Well, they wanted to reserve judgment until they saw him. They did see he was listed as 6'1". and they did see he had a 40.5 vert. But I was like, what would you do right now before he goes and plays? What would you do? And they said, we wouldn't draft him. Both of them said they would not draft him. I said, okay, let me give him a couple days. Let's see what happens after they watch him play. Now, this is their take after watching him play. Scout 1. I still don't think he's ready, but he did some good things.'s on the smaller side, so he's going to have to be elite on defense. You can see he has good vision, makes right passes, takes good shots. He's probably going to need more time. If the Lakers don't draft him, I don't see anyone drafting him. Teams would want him on a two-way, and I don't think Clutch would want that. It gets a little tougher. The other scout I talked to, positional athlete, doesn't function as an elite athlete, tweener stuck between two positions. Should be a point guard based on his size, but he can't run an offense. He's handicapped as an undersized shooting guard because he can't shoot. 0-4 on threes on one day, 1 for 3 the other day. Needs screens to create space, and his only scoring came on paint touch floaters and can only go left. His strength is supposed to be defensively, but he's a switch matchup. Every bigger player who switched on him scored. He's a poor man's Davion Mitchell. He is not an NBA prospect, in my opinion. Not my words of 2 veteran NBA scouts.
Look, you have to commend his professionalism because when they asked him the questions, he answered almost perfectly. Yeah. I saw him work out, and he was shooting the ball well. He had the 40-inch vertical. So in some fairness, he did himself some credit coming from college where he didn't have the numbers showing up in the combine. But I do like the comp because Davion Mitchell is what he said.
He said a poor man's Davion.
But still, at least Bronny understands that that is the goal. Davion Mitchell, Drew Holiday, Derek White, that is the goal, and I respect him for that.
But they did say, what is the rush?
I mean, it's his
choice. Davion Mitchell was a lottery pick, okay? Yeah. And he's a very good defensive player.
Poor man's Davion Mitchell.
But overall,
when
you're LeBron James' son, much is going to be made about himself, his measurements at the combine. He killed the three-point competition, shooting that star drill, showing his athletic skills in hopes of improving his draft stock. And there's no one better to bring in on this than our draft expert, Jonathan Gavoni. Jonathan.
So they brought in a draft expert, and he came in. Go ahead.
He works for ESPN. Jonathan Gavoni. He works for ESPN.
So look, Marc Spears is a NBA writer, and a journalist, and he went and spoke to 2 scouts that was at the combine. That's not affiliated with ESPN. They brought in their own ESPN guy. And he came in and just said it was all roses, and he done excelled up the draft charts, and he might go number 54, and he's going late second round, and they like what they saw and all that stuff, and bro, this is the funny. First of all, what do y'all think about the scouting report from those 2 scouts?
That shit was scathing.
I ain't really mad at it.
I mean, it was scathing, but it was accurate. It's perfect that we lined up like this. Chris said it was scathing. Jay said he ain't mad at it. It was scathing, and I ain't mad at it.
I mean, that was a poor man's Davion Mitchell is wild.
And he kept stressing poor man.
Poor man.
Heavy. Man.
Heavy on the poor man.
Heavy on the poor man.
This is I understand that Bronny might not be as fully developed as a lot of talent we've seen come out of the draft, come out of the combine, stuff like that. But I mean, I think it's more to his game. I think it's just you can't, as the combine is such a short window to really try to gauge somebody's. You got them doing so much in such a little bit of a time. Mm-hmm. That you can't really get a good gauge of what they're gonna be, and they just went full send on him, just basically don't draft him. He's a 2-way contract guy, a 10-day contract. He'll be a primary G League guy. And it's damn, let him breathe for a second. And then he was
back to school, man.
He was just went heavy on the poor man. The poor man. I was like, God,
yeah.
And I think that. As harsh as it sounded, because Chris, you right, it sounded crazy. It sounded crazy,
but it was kind of legit.
It was kind of legit because I mean, I don't know what the rush is. Just like he said, what is not a situation where you got to feed your family. I've seen guys rush their decisions to go to any league, football, basketball, doesn't matter, because they're the breadwinners of their family, so they're trying to make a way. This is not the case when it comes to Bronny. Like we all know, his dad's a billionaire. Like you don't have to do this, and I understand you wanting to do this. For two reasons, I don't understand the rush. I don't understand the rush because of that. You know, you are well off, and I'm not saying that's the only reason, but also you just came from a serious heart condition where you didn't even get a chance to show what you could possibly do. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You're just not ready. Like you aren't ready, and I don't understand what the rush. You were on a terrible team, and you weren't the first, second, or third best player on that terrible team.
Not at all.
Like you wasn't. So what is the problem with you going to? You can go to any school in the country. You can hone your skills. You can tweak your game, and you can be a lottery pick just off the strength of athleticism and more skill. There has not been a team, and I hate to do this to Bronny, and I didn't even want to talk about this. And Mel, we all us in the group chat done spoke about this. You have not been the best player on any team that you've been on, bro. Like from high school all the way up, Amari Bailey was the dude at Sierra Canyon. He was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Those other dudes was the dude at USC. You have not been the best player on any team. So for those dudes to say that, they're basing it off of what we've seen, and they look at it. You was 6'4" on paper, but you 6'1". Like it's tough. It's tough, man. It's gonna be tough for you. These are gonna be the opinions of a lot of people unless they see you somewhere else playing better basketball.
Well, that's not it, right? So after that fake scout came on and said, "Oh nah, man, I don't listen to what Marc said." You know, this is what I think, and we got him looking good, right? This is the response from Shanae.
But where's the best time for him to bake? Is it in the NBA on a roster where people are invested in his development? Or is it in a college where he has another coach that he feels comfortable with?
You can only make this decision once, right? And I also asked the scouts, does him going back to college improve his draft stock? One of the scouts said, I do think in 4 years or after 4 years, he's a legitimate NBA player. The other one said, no, I just see him as an old senior.
Hey, look, let me say this. We have to stop. We have to stop as the media and everybody else shining the light on Bronny, because it's other players that are deserve our attention, right? The lottery guys, the guys that are actually going to get drafted in the first round. Like, we're talking about a guy, a young man that's possibly going to go late second round or not getting drafted at all. I've never, in my 4 years of working here, I've never sat on the table where we're talking about a second round pick.
But this is LeBron James' son, and that is a legitimate storyline that one of the greatest of all times has a son trying to play in the NBA
and you have
at the same time.
to give Bronny credit for actually trying to say the right things, showing up in the right places. And at the end of the day,
and by the way, I like seeing LeBron in the stands as a proud dad. I like that. That's a great example of fatherhood.
He's the #1 scorer in NBA.
What does that have to do with his son being at the draft?
Scottie Pippen's kid was playing on the Lakers.
We didn't shine the light on Scottie Pippen's son like this. We can't move the goalposts and feel like we go do it when it's convenient for us.
When we say Nepo baby, that means that you have the same career, parents to child. And so for those
somebody's a Hollywood producer, their son or daughter gets a job.
But if he has the same dreams and he does get a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but can we talk about this, y'all? This is a guy who's given his life to the game, LeBron James. And if the byproduct is that Bronny gets a little bit of a nod,
maybe there is though.
Maybe that's okay.
Because right now LeBron is still at the peak of his game where he has the leverage to maybe get the Lakers
and guess what? Maybe the team.
Do you want it that way?
I wouldn't. However, if it's got to be done, that's the only way. That's the only way.
Look, I want Bronny to be successful.
I think all of us do.
But I'm also being a realist here.
Yeah.
Like we're literally spending 10 to 12, huh?
Look, if Stone, my favorite guy, Stone, at the NBA Combine, I bet you will be working.
I get out of his way. I get out of his way. See, here's the thing, right? Again, we're talking about a young man who's projected to go late second round, early first round. Like, I get it, man, but it's like, damn.
But if we're going to fault the media for talking about it, fault the teams that actually might make the decision.
And I do think there's more teams than Lakers that would
maybe not necessarily for his talents right now. It might be
I want to hear from the team.
The overall benefits of heritage and that.
You don't see how many years all year you always see teams draft guys in Europe who are stashing overseas for another year.
Get ready for the second day of the draft on our network to be Bronny James Day.
All right, DC Sim, thanks for the super chat, $5 super chat. His petty father is pushing him another way to make himself look good. Now, getting
this
to
man said, hold on, late second round,
early first round.
Early first round.
He meant to say whatever comes out the second round. Like I knew what he was saying. He's second round to undrafted, but
third round.
But these women, I don't know if they're on the payroll, but man, they can't believe that.
They got that email that Rick Bucher got.
They cannot believe what they're saying, man. That is unreal, man. What did y'all think about the whole clip? And furthermore, LeBron James, they interviewed Bronny, and he's saying the right things, like saying it's not my dream to play with my dad. That's his dream. He's always said that. I don't know if that's true, because if that was true, he would stay in school. This is him saying that.
No, never. My dream has always just been to put my name out, make a name for myself, and of course get to the NBA. I never thought about playing with my dad, but he's brought it up a couple of times. Everyone's heard this before. I just want to, have people know my name is Bronny James, and not being, identified as just LeBron James' son. I feel like that would be a great end goal.
So
actually,
actually,
your name is LeBron James. That is your name.
Yeah, you're LeBron James Jr.
Your nickname is Bronny. That's what.
Yes.
So, what's y'all thoughts on that whole clip?
Man.
Hey man, honestly, bro, and I'm speaking as a father of 4 sons, and all of them play sports. I just want my kids to be kids at the end of the day, bro. Like, on one hand, I get it. If I had the power and I was in the NFL or NBA or whatever, and I had the power to possibly get my son drafted, I don't know, man. It's a hard sell. But at the end of the day, I really would ask my son, in all honesty, hey, man, what do you want to do, bro? Like, hey, do you want to just go to college, be a kid, study for whatever, whatever your heart desires? We got plenty of money. It ain't like we fighting to get out the ghetto. Like, what do you want to do? I just want you to be a kid and be happy with your life. I don't want you to be trying to follow my footsteps. That's what I would say.
It's not about him getting drafted, because if it was about him getting drafted, they would let him cook a little bit longer in the oven before they bring him out.
Cook longer.
Yes.
But what it's about is them playing together. LeBron wants to play with his son.
I mean, can you really blame him, though, bro? If you had the opportunity and Makai was decent, would you let him play on your team?
But LeBron don't have the opportunity to play with him because his son not ready to be in the NBA right now. So that's why this conversation is having, because he's forcing it. This is something D Wade didn't do with his son. When D Wade found out his son was you probably ain't ready yet, he did something different. Sharif had his heart problems, and then all of a sudden he wasn't a prospect like we thought we was. Shaq didn't jump in front of everybody and show up at the combines and show up at the pre-draft workouts and all that stuff, showing his face and putting pressure on ESPN and putting pressure on the team that he's with. I want you to draft my son. They didn't do all that. Like, Shaq didn't do that. Wade didn't do that. Scottie Pippen didn't do that. Jordan didn't do that.
But I'm saying, if it was you, though, you had the power to make it happen.
Had the power to
if you had the power, if you was a top NBA player, you had the power to possibly get your son drafted to your team so y'all could at some time play together. Would you do it?
Nah, it wouldn't be a priority. My priority would be my son actually being the best player he can be. Right. So that'll be my concentration, my priority. Now, in the back of my head, if I had the desire to play with him, which I don't, right? I never thought that was, I mean, I seen Ken Griffin, his dad do it. That's dope. They did it for like 1 year, but I mean, LeBron is doing this for his legacy. He's doing this because when you write the storybook of LeBron, you get to say 21 years, you get to say all-time leading scorer, you get to say in the GOAT debate, you get to say he played with his son, you get to say he all this other stuff that we put in his little storybook. This one is the icing on the cake that he want to do. I play with my son. Who else did that?
My problem is that it could be a bad story for his son, though. It might be good for his legacy, but a horror story for his son. Especially if his son ain't good.
Since when did LeBron care
It's
about
gonna be a
anybody's
very
legacy?
bad story for his son. As soon as LeBron passed it to him for the game winning shot and he missed, and he blamed his son and get him traded, it's gonna be really bad for Bron.
You think he'll do that?
Heck yeah. No. He ain't gonna take the blame.
Nah, he won't do that, yo.
You crazy.
Oh, yo,
You
that
crazy.
He's not gonna trade his own son. But
Let his son miss that game. If his son miss that game, who gonna take that blame at the podium?
bro, that's a
LeBron gonna say,
is
as
the-
a dad, LeBron gonna say,
LeBron is
I should have took the shot. That's too much
You know what?
pressure.
You know what? Maybe he does need to play with his son. Maybe he'll start taking accountability then.
Nah,
Well,
what's gonna
here's
happen?
the thing,
What's
guys.
gonna happen is he gonna deflect. Still, he gonna be like, man, my son Bryce is better than a lot of people on this team.
Go ahead.
Nobody thinks that LeBron is going to stop playing ball at the end of this year or next year. So if you let him cook at least one more year in college, like he's at least 1 year closer to the mark. You know, one of the unnamed scouts said he at the end of being a senior, he just think he's gonna be older. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. And I don't for the record, I think that there are some aspects of his game that are transferable to the NBA. They just ain't ready to be there yet. Like,
they ain't ready yet.
I think he can. He's a good passer. He was more of a like a combo guard / forward in high school, and I think that's his lane. It's definitely his lane now that he's 6'1". So that means you gonna have to strap. You gonna have to guard. You gonna have to guard. You know,
that man went from being taller than me to being shorter than me in one day.
In one day, like it was
all it took.
This comment right here, so
what's
this comment?
Some young man is going to miss the opportunity to get his mother out the ghetto. That's crazy.
Oh, that's true though.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna. He's the messed up part about it is he's going to get drafted by somebody because of all of this fanfare, this hoopla. His team's coming out, and it's probably the Clutch Sports Machine telling these teams or making these rumors. Utah Jazz is said to be interested in Bronny. You know, like they just putting out stuff like this, and at the end of the day, somebody is going to take that chance. One, because it could mean that you get to win the LeBron James sweepstakes, whatever that winning is. But you know what I'm saying? He should go play football. You know what?
He would.
Nah, he'd be crazy
he'd be sick as a cornerback.
Good structure, athleticism, can ball skills. Pause. Listen, bro. All I'm saying is,
and he can go get advice from DeMar Hamlin.
Stop, Chris, man. Don't do that, man. Hey, listen, stop, man. That's dumb. We ain't doing that. But look. Can y'all believe that ESPN was doing that? Had that set up like that? Oh, let's get this scout to say totally different what Spears said, and let's get Shelbourne and Sinead to just I don't know what they was doing. Like,
Listen,
this is a good thing.
You mean the same ESPN that you mean the same ESPN that let Stephen A. Smith do whatever he wants to?
Yeah, it was a plan. They knew the problem that told me.
Yeah, of course I believe it.
They knew that he wasn't they know he's not an NBA prospect. So they had all of these things ready to say because they knew the real scouting report was going to tell like it was. Marc Spears said, look, this is what these scouts said. These ain't, and I knew what time it was as soon as he said, hey, these their words, not mine. As soon as he said that, you know he was about to tell the truth.
And one thing y'all didn't hear was when Sinead, after the scout finished saying what he said, she said, I trust your scouting, not all these other opinions. I was like, wow, man.
Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The first time my son had a heart problem of that magnitude where he passed out on the court, that would have scared the living out of me. And I wouldn't. He wouldn't be playing no basketball, football, any sport. I'd be like, man, you need to be an accountant or something.
Yeah,
that's what everybody was saying, and LeBron kept, like, hey, it's his choice. At that point, put away being the basketball player, put away being LeBron, be a father.
Straight up.
Like, listen, at this point, man, like you like Zoe said, bro, we're good. You're good. Like, you don't have to worry about nothing. You can do literally whatever you want to do.
Yes.
If I'm about to own that expansion team that's coming out in Vegas, my thought process would be to figure out how to get him in with that business and learning that, or the Clutch Sports agency I own. How about you finish school, do your 4 years, and become an agent, and you can get your bag that way. It don't have to be basketball. If I make $1 billion playing basketball, what is the love affair with my son having to follow my footsteps? He's never. You get me saying? I don't understand that part. Like, it's so much other ways to make money It don't have to be sports. You're doing this because that was your way to get your family out of the ghetto. Now they're out of the ghetto. Let's build on that. It don't have to keep being basketball.
Right. It don't have to keep being basketball. Absolutely right. That's an excellent point, Mel.
And the last thing I say is the fact that they so comfortable with his heart issues and him getting back on the court lets me know they knew where them heart issues came from, which means he probably was taking something he wasn't supposed to be taking. And it was like, if we stop taking it, will he be fine? You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking.
I never thought about that. I never thought about
And
that.
that's what happened to that growth spurt. They had him at 6'4".
Nah, listen, Mel. That was crazy because I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. I got sons that play sports. If there was anything that happened, there would be nothing at all that would say, all right, let's get back out there if it was that detrimental when it comes to brain or heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
You're done.
Why? Like
you done.
You gotta get hurt, bro. Like you
like, hey, dog, hey, bro, you can do it with somebody else, but not with me. I definitely would be campaigning for you to go.
I can't do it, bro. And so I never thought. So that point that you just made, Mel, really put things into perspective. Like, what was he doing? What made them okay? I'm not going to leave it to a child's hand to say, hey, it's his decision. No, it's no longer your decision because you are putting your life in danger by doing this decision. So if it is his decision, I, as a dad, would say, yeah, it was your decision. Now it's mine. Pick up a clipboard, be a coach.
Listen, you wouldn't let him decide to eat a whole pack of Oreos. So
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to let him decide what to do with his life after a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
With Mel saying that though, it kind of brings back those allegations that are constantly coming up against LeBron for certain practices, and it's like no way you would let your son do the same thing if you was doing that. You get what I'm saying?
The only way I'm believing maybe him personally about LeBron, Cassie got to tell me.
Yeah,
I'm believing her.
Yeah, you know
she
what?
Ain't never lied.
She ain't never let us wrong so far.
Yeah, she what Jay said, they hitting 5 for 5 this year.
Man, you got 100% conviction rate right now.
They hitting 5 for 5 this year, boy. Man, listen, we not bashing Bronny. This still a kid at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
We are
who can play the game of basketball at I would say elite level.
Yeah, he can hoop. I love his jump shot. I love his
it's better
body,
than his dad's for sure.
I love all that, man.
Yeah, but listen,
he can ball.
We are not going to be. We're going to be objective when it comes to anybody, especially LeBron James. So I think he putting his son in a pressure cooker that is just unfair to him as an 18-year-old kid. Like, he don't need to be like. I understand the pressure from other guys, not for LeBron James Jr. He need to be chilling somewhere.
Is it how is this different from LeVar Ball?
Ooh, I feel like it's different.
And LeVar Ball isn't.
The different level, the status level between the two is very different, right? LeVar, just like this self-made loudmouth, entrepreneur, blah 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 blah. Hey, my 3 kids gonna all be in the league, whatever. And we didn't care about nothing, but we know LeBron. LeBron is an active hooper. A lot of people's GOAT, on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore is like we know about him. We've known about your kids for years, and then when they finally get to high school, and we've seen Bronny, we've seen Bryce. You know what I'm saying, right? And it's the pressure is like LeBron is trying to push this narrative that Bronny is league ready talent when we see he's not. And LeVar was just trying to get his kids noticed, but they were league ready talent.
Yeah, listen, Lonzo.
LeVar. Go ahead, Zoe.
Listen, Lonzo, not so much Jello, but Lonzo was the best point guard in the country. That's the difference. He was the best point guard in.
Darren Fox might have had an argument, but I get your point.
He did have an argument. Absolutely had an argument during that.
He had an argument.
Yeah, Chino Hills was great. He was the best player on that team when he played there. When he went to UCLA, legendary matchups. Like, this dude he looked up, he was 6'4". He was athletic before all of his injuries. People forget how athletic Lonzo.
6'4", 6'1", or 6'4", 6'4"?
He is 6'4".
He a true 6'4".
He a real 6'4". He's 6'4", 6'4", and he was athletic and he could play. Now his jump shot didn't look as it looked horrible, to be completely honest. But all of the other facets of his game was better than what LeBron James Jr. has shown. They could play. They were ready. They were more ready than he was. That's the difference.
Even Melo was more ready.
Melo was more ready too.
Here's the thing. LeVar Ball had inside intel off of his DNA and his wife's DNA. He knew that them boys had elite athletic talent, but they needed to get signed right now. They need to get signed right now because they didn't have they were brittle. You know what I'm saying? They were brittle. And I think maybe LeBron knows something about Bronny's health that we don't know, that he's like, look, man, we need to get him in here right now and get this done so he can live out his dream before we pull the plug on, not literally pull the plug on him, but pull the plug on his hoop career.
Nah, he just want to play. He just want to play with his son. If he wanted to telegraph that he wanted to play with his son 10 years ago, he telegraphed it. And we know that that's his motivation. Do y'all think Jello Ball is better than Bronny?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Jello just can't get out his own fucking way.
It's a couple more balls, Pauls, that's better than LeBron too.
Yeah, it is.
So there's only 3 of them. Well, we know the other 2 is.
Right, exactly.
Not just LeVar kids. I think he got some nephews that's probably better than Bronny right now.
What about the daddy? What about LeVar? Is LeVar better than Bronny?
LeVar Ball is Bronny James. Stat-wise,
a poor man's Davey Homage.
I came with Jay today, man.
Nah, I'm saying,
bro. Poor man's Davey Homage.
Poor man's
Davey Homage.
What now? What now?
He is the Aldi's LeBron.
No, he not the next Austin Rivers actually got buckets at Duke. No, we're not about to do that. He ain't.
And not to mention Austin Rivers as a Duke fan. Austin Rivers is my least favorite Duke player of all time.
He was arrogant, but he hit that game winner on Carolina. Man, at that moment, I was.
And he'll be a legend forever because of that one shot.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that it's possible? I think it's possible, but that he's pushing this narrative just to further, add to his GOAT resume because Michael has.
I just said that 10 minutes ago.
But
he's saying because of Mike.
No, but I'm just saying Mike's sons never made it. Mike's son was in Illinois and was trash.
You want to wear the shoes next to Chris?
What shoes?
He's saying you took his.
Yeah, you. I mean, you saying everything I said. You want to walk in the shoes too?
Yeah, go give him the shoes, man. Give him the shoes.
I'm gonna take these Crocs off, man.
Yeah, take the Crocs, man. Hey, give him the Chris.
This is what I'm saying. Is not what you said.
That's exactly what I said, Chris.
Hey,
go
man,
ahead,
Chris,
go ahead and regurgitate.
Nah. Move
hey, man, y'all leave Chris alone, man. Chris has a serious injury.
Man,
he's fighting back.
Move on. Move on.
Chris was in that bull ring day before yesterday. Hey, man.
Not the bull ring. Not the bull.
Hey, now I gotta go
to Oklahoma drills.
I gotta go watch it now.
Hey man, the show, the phone lines are open, man. You can call the show, man. Give me y'all
thoughts.
How the
fuck the NASA's tears ACL?
He didn't.
He did.
Oh, in the game, he's not playing.
Exactly. That's why.
How the fuck did he tear ACL?
No, did he really? For real?
I think so.
I'm about to go look, bro.
He had a fever.
Listen, bro. Man, with the fever, Mel? Really?
Yeah, with the fever, man. Caller from Texas, Funky Town. What's up?
Funky Town.
What's going on? What's going on?
What up?
I've been waiting for this segment.
Oh, okay.
I've been waiting for this segment.
Come on, Funky Town.
I've been saying this. I'm stopping madness. I've been saying this from the beginning. That dude, if his name was Funky James, ain't no way in the world anybody be talking about him. Nobody. Okay, and if you go back to what Kendrick being McDonald's All-American, he took somebody else's spot for that.
He
wasn't supposed to be in there.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I mean, we keep playing. We're like, what are we actually talking about? We're talking about somebody who might be a middling NBA player at best.
Maybe.
Like that's what we're literally talking. You're literally talking about somebody who, if he make it to average, he's done. He's overachieved. That's what we're talking about. We're ESPN, all this sports, the media, and all that other stuff is going on, and all you're talking about is if this guy make it to average player, he has exceeded expectations, and that's ridiculous to me. Sports are the thing that it's supposed to be whatever the numbers say or whatever it is. 6'1". I'm 6'4". I'm an actual 6'4". So
6'4", 6'1", or 6'4", 6'4"?
No. I'm 6'4", 6'4".
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was 6 foot 3.5, 3 3/4 inches when I got in the Army. I was 6'4" when I got out. The point I'm making is that dude ain't jumping anymore. I mean, it ain't going nowhere. I mean, you gonna tell me he's gonna be a good defensive player? Okay, you wasting a draft pick on somebody who's a one-way threat? Maybe. Somebody who's gonna run an offense who can't see over their defender? Really? That's what we're doing?
So they drafting Pat Beverly with a jump shot.
Maybe with a jump shot.
I like his jump shot.
He has a consistent jump shot.
You do got a jump shot.
With a hand in his face, he is. Or when he's doing the
got to be wide open.
The gym short Olympic.
He got to be wide
open.
Jump
shot on PlayStation. I mean, okay, but I mean, what has he actually done in actual life, real life, like in games? What has he actually done? Has he taken over a game and been like, oh man, he's on fire?
Yeah,
anything like that?
You no.
We got any record of?
No, we ain't got no record of
it.
But look, you know what's so bad about this for real? Really is the fact that we just got our first taste of no LeBron in the league this year. Now that they barely went anywhere in the playoffs, right? Got swept in the first round. We thought the NBA was moving on from LeBron, and we about to start seeing these Anthony Edwards and all these stars. Okay, let's market these guys. And he figured out a way to get his voice and his name right back in the mix of it. Because next year, if he's on the same team with Bronny and he's on the Lakers,
he dominated headlines.
It's gonna be the headlines once again.
Dominating headlines again.
Look what he did last year when he got beat. I'm contemplating retiring. So it couldn't just be Denver and what they did or what they're doing. He had to be the story, right? It's what he does. He just LeBron doing LeBron thing. And again, I don't have anything against the kid. What I'm saying is, I do have a problem with nepotism. I do actually have a problem with nepotism. If you can't make it on your own, you don't need to be there. Like how many of us coming up in sports had I'm talking from the beginning. You didn't get to play quarterback because the coach's son got to play quarterback.
Oh, my son definitely.
How many of us had to deal with stuff like as a small example? How many of us had to deal with stuff like that? I know I did.
Yeah.
When you up there going in there. No, what I'm saying is like I was military brat, so you move around.
No, you're talking about daddy ball. You're talking about daddy ball.
Yeah,
the dad is the coach.
Same reason there's a coach.
Name a team your son played for who had a coach that son was on the team where his son wasn't either the quarterback or the running back that got the ball all the time. He was gonna be one of them. The coach's son is always the quarterback for some reason.
You absolutely.
Call it daddy ball.
I'm gonna tell you, and you was over there with me, Mel, when I was coaching the Island Cowboys when we was overseas in Guam.
Yeah.
Hey, my son is how big? His son was like 4'4". His son was like 4'4", and he wanted to play quarterback, and he weighed like 100 pounds.
Daddy ball.
Right.
Daddy ball, man.
What are you doing?
I mean, that's what this is, though, and we should be adult enough, and we should be honest enough to like call it like this is some straight up like that one scout who basically said this dude it should be maybe in 4 years he might be able to go overseas. Now that truthfully that's actually the answer. That's really the actual answer.
Hey, Funky Town, let me ask you a quick question though. If you was a top tier player, do you have any sons?
I have 2 of them.
Okay. So if you was a top tier player on any basketball team, because we know nepotism does happen in American society and it has been a thing for hundreds of years. Look at the Kennedys. So if you had the opportunity to get your son on an NBA team, you was a star player on the NBA team, maybe your son needed a little bit more development, what would you do?
Okay. True story. My second son is an outstanding basketball player. Lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. Remember the AAU thing I was telling you about?
Mm-hmm.
My son is a baller. My son plays with ballers, has played with ballers. And I had to tell my son, hey, you're still not good enough.
Wow. Okay.
Just because, no, look, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and tell my son, well, why didn't you tell me 5 years ago when I was chasing my dream? Right? Because the bottom line is, the truth of the matter is, there was times where I wasn't in their life, right? Because I was military, I was stationed someplace else, things like that. And the things that my kid did at an earlier age, being shaken down on defense and everything like that, he got a little lazy when it came to that himself. Like it was, he got into the, that AAU ball. For instance, my ex-wife put them into an AA. He put him in an AAU team where he was going to get more playing time. Yes, but that team that they put him on, the coach was the mother of this fat chubby kid who basically, like the kid who was never going to get picked.
Oh, yeah. You gonna leave him on the bench? Yes. And hey, this fat joker he busted a chair. He was so big, it was too lazy to pick it up after he sat on it and crushed it. What I'm saying is, no, me personally, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I just know one way of doing it. Yeah. If you can't, because I don't want my kid, like you said, if my child had a heart condition, that's a wrap. Call Dr. Dre. It's over. You ain't lying. Yeah, you ain't lying.
I'm not playing any more games because you can't tell. He was coming right out of high school.
Yep.
And he's having this condition. People don't forget my man who played out there, Gathers.
Hank Gathers.
I was in military. I remember when that game happened because I was on the West Coast. I remember when that happened. He played at USC. He left USC. Him and Bo Kimball.
Bo Kimball.
Bo Kimball. They go over there to Pepperdine and it started shaking stuff up. And they were. I mean, he was going to be a lottery pick. It was no question.
For sure.
Question about they were real hoopers though.
When he passed out, that wasn't the first time it happened.
Correct.
It had happened before.
Yeah.
And then it went back. He felt, but again, he's trying to get his right. He's trying. I mean, I understand why he made that. He had a small child. I understand some of that part. But if my kid's got a heart attack at 18, that's like he said, accounting anybody.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Shut it down.
100%.
Hey, you're the son of a billionaire. You need to be learning how to keep that generational wealth going instead of worrying about a basketball.
Yeah, I agree.
If we're gonna be straight up about it.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Funky Town, we go clear the phone lines. Let somebody else get in here, man. I appreciate the call.
Hey, y'all have a good one.
Brother. Real quick, this Ryan Walters, appreciate the $20 doggone super chat. Pat Beverly, because somebody compared, I think it was you, Mel, compared him to Pat Beverly coming out of the league. Pat Beverly averaged 37 points in his high school senior year.
He sure did. He was a scorer.
Real hooper.
He was a daggone scorer. Bruce from the Format Podcast, man. Check out the Format Podcast on YouTube, man. Y'all go over there, man. He does good work. Hey, make sure you cut YouTube off in the background.
Bruce.
The Format. What up, Format?
Bruce, go ahead. What's your thoughts?
What's good, fellas? What's good? Great show as always. Just want to call up, give you all a quick shout, and just say, man, Mel, you actually said it earlier when you were talking about this topic, and it's something I've been saying for the longest. This whole thing has nothing to do with Bronny whatsoever. Like nothing. It's all about LeBron, the most selfish, egotistical, narcissistic, attention-seeking player we've ever seen in NBA history. That's all it is. This is all about him. This has nothing to do with Bronny whatsoever. So when people talk about Bronny, it's not just like y'all were saying, nobody's attacking Bronny or none of that, right? It's just he's not a guy that's ready yet. But at the end of the day, this is all about LeBron. That's all I got to say.
You're 100% right.
Hey, B, can I ask you a quick question though? Can Bronny just tell his daddy, hey, I don't want to play basketball no more?
No, I don't think he can. LeBron's shadow is too large. I don't think he can. Because LeBron has been laying the groundwork for this for how many years now. And quick note, the other part of this is, and I didn't want to take it here, but real quick, this whole GOAT debate thing, this is again how you know it's faulty. Because LeBron's fans and his media people and himself are going to try to yet again incorporate something that has nothing to do with what goes on in between the line into the GOAT debate. Oh, he started at school. He played 23 years. He played with his son. Jordan never did that. Well, what the hell does that have to do him playing with his son with how good he is or is not? Right. It's just the typical move that LeBron is continuing to make to try to add in things that Jordan never did that have absolutely nothing to do with how good he is as a basketball player. It's the same thing over and over. That's all.
Hey, Bruce, man, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it, man. Bruce from the Format Podcast,
Absolutely,
y'all.
fellas.
Thank you.
Great show. Appreciate it.
Shout out. Hey, you know, it's something that y'all never said this whole time, man, and I was trying not to say it.
Go ahead.
Let's say Bronny gets drafted or he gets picked up as an undrafted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell he gonna break into a lineup?
Garbage minutes.
Well, he got to be on LeBron's team with the coach being JJ Reddick, and it'll happen. Caller from Turks and Caicos Islands. Man, this better not be popping up on my phone bill. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This is Mac, man.
What's up, man? What's your thoughts on the topic?
Man, my only thing is, like y'all say, LeBron was Laker coach, right? And Bronny wasn't his son. Will he draft Bronny?
That's a good question.
Hey.
Damn. Damn.
Hey.
A heck of a question, dog.
That boy cooked. That boy cooked.
You cooked
with that was a good one. Bars.
What's the answer, though?
That's no. No. Hell no.
I just wanted to stay a coach.
Hey, before you get out the line, I got a question for you, and I got a question. It's for you and everybody on the panel, man. Anybody that can answer, right? If he wants to play with his son, his first son, Bronny, and that was his dream, what happens when it's time for Bryce to get drafted? Is he trying to stay to play for him? Like, how's that fair? I want to play with Bronny, but I don't want to play with Bryce. Like, is he gonna stick around for Bryce too?
Listen, Bryce ain't gonna need him to stick around.
It is to Bryce.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he will say, well, Bronny will play with Bryce, so it should be okay. But in the end of the day, man, listen, right? I mean, as a father, my dream is my dream, and my kids got to follow their own dream.
Correct.
You know, I can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, everything you do, right, is to make sure that your kid is better in life, no matter which way they go and whatever, right? And I mean, the child just had a whole heart attack on the court. Come on, man. I mean, I got two kids, two little girls, and I ain't rich. And trust me, anything like that happen, I'm taking care of my kids until I go.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Go ahead. Last word.
And the last name, and the last name is Latortu.
Oh, Latortu.
My last name.
Hey, the new
I said it
member.
right.
The new member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I said it right.
Say it again.
Latortu.
Hey, Latortu.
Okay.
I said it right.
I try not to butcher it in the future, man. Thanks for the call, though. I appreciate it.
And welcome aboard, man.
No problem, man. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right.
Early.
Hey, shout out my brother Bones who said, man, my kids need to go get this free money. Fuck them dreams.
So, but
I like it.
Mel, to answer your question real quick, I honestly think that this does Bryce good Because if LeBron jacks up one son's path, it'll leave the other ones unblemished. He's not gonna touch Bryce.
Listen,
and Bryce is cold.
Listen, Bryce might not need nobody else's help to do anything because he is 6'8", 6'8".
Appreciate Ryan Walters. Appreciate the super chat.
Hey,
LeBron
also
get crossed over by Bryce.
Yeah,
Wow.
Hey, also, everybody, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing right now. Hit that like button.
Oh, for
Hit
sure.
the like button.
Please hit
last call on this topic. Bird, man, I was waiting for you to call in, man. After that comment you left. You thought I didn't see that.
Bird, I saw what you said in the chat.
Listen, fellas, I love the show, but what I love more than the show is you guys, man. So you know I love the kid around and all that. So I appreciate you guys doing it every week, right? But a different look at the topic, right? In football, Snoop Dogg's son broke his heart twice, right, in one season. First, he signed with UCLA, right? That broke Snoop's heart because he wanted him to go to USC. Mm-hmm. But secondly, he quit football altogether, and he was good.
He was
right.
He was, yeah.
He was good. What if Bronny's, and this is not me, this is no pun intended, what if Bronny's heart really isn't in basketball like LeBron thinks it may be? Because you know how much pressure, we know how much pressure that is on that kid, man, to go out there and be LeBron James Jr. every single day.
Hey, you know what I mean? You know what? I asked a question earlier though. Could Bronny just tell his daddy, hey, I don't want to do it?
That's what made me think about it. You asking that you posing that made me think about that, right? Like,
do y'all think Bronny wanted to stay in school though? Could Bronny tell him I want to stay in school, or do you think that's LeBron telling him to come out?
Hey, who want to stay in school when you know you ain't gonna graduate?
I think.
No, I'm saying for real. Like he know he ain't gonna stay 4 years. He know that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but I think he still wanted to stay. Not the whole 4.
Hey, what up, Birdman?
Not the whole 4, but he still remember he still had the portal open.
What'd you say?
Not the whole 4. But listen, check this out though. I don't know if you guys. I told Melvin about it earlier. I watched the whole Sierra Canyon documentary, all 4 years of Bronny's career. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's most comfortable in school around people his age. He was so comfortable being in school. He's like, he doesn't want to. He didn't want to stand out and be the kid saying, "I'm LeBron's son." He kept his hoodie on all 4 years. He stayed in the background and played the ball when he played ball, right? So I'm thinking in USC, he's that same guy, but on a larger scale. Right? It's USC, of course. But he's like, I'm in school with people my age. I'm having fun. Because when we get to the league, that's grown men.
Hey, Bird.
Yeah.
Bird.
You know what I mean?
You know I know about loving school and don't want to leave. You know, you went to school with me. If anybody feel them,
you feel them, huh, Jay?
And I'm on year 23 of my undergrad.
All right, before I go, fellas, I do have to take a jab. Somebody, I think his name is Steve Dwayne, said 5 grown men hating on a man looking out for a son because they didn't have their father in their life. I can't speak on everybody else.
Well, first of all, I'm like the Young and the Restless or General Hospital. I'm my own father. You know what I mean? I birthed myself, man. So I had my father.
And for people who don't know, my father actually I was an elite wrestler. And my father instilled that in me by wearing wrestling shoes around town regularly. So
that's not a lie.
Hey man, I'm just keeping it 100. I had both my parents in my life, my whole life. So
yeah, good comment, but you missed Mr. Mark.
And
you missed the mark, man.
I'm like, whoever made that comment, I am your father.
All right, bro. Yeah. I was almost his father, but I had kind of flat tire that day.
I am your father.
Before I did.
Come for the king, you better not miss.
Hey, shout out to Aaron Daniels. We appreciate you for becoming a new YouTube member. We got 2 tonight. That's what's up. I love it.
Hey, shout out. Hey man, listen. I'm looking at the clock. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just want y'all to know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's on y'all doing news reads for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
What you mean looking at the clock?
Well,
Hey,
Diddy,
we can move.
Diddy's was one of the news reads. I kind of figured that was going. I don't even know. Let's just go on. Hey, let's just keep going.
This dude on Facebook every single time we go live, and we tell him, and he said, "What do you mean, YouTube member?"
And then he talking about some am I one? You ain't never on YouTube, Bones.
Boney.
Yeah, Bone, you on Facebook.
Hey, Bones, man, inbox me. I'll show you how to be a member, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Boney, that's my brother. Cardi, you are one of the moderators.
You are a moderator. That's what that wrench is. Kick that dude that's talking about my daddy. Kick him out of the daggone. Y'all can say, hey, look, time him out, man.
Yeah, get him out.
I ain't see the comment. Time him out.
Hey, just for that, next week I'm bringing John Coltrane on the show.
Hey, can somebody explain? Can somebody explain the wrenches? Because I think some of the people who getting wrenches, they not getting. I just assumed they knew what that was about.
The wrench mean you can fix stuff, as in bad comments.
Hey, look at my dog Bones. He instantly went to what Bones. You know what? Now I'm gonna call you after this, and I'm gonna ask what took you so long. Now he on YouTube and
oh, Gardena said that we need a moderator on the show with us.
You know what?
Sure. Hey, come and test it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we'll take this last caller, but you only got 30 seconds. Caller from Texas. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's your thoughts? You got 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just think I feel sad for the kids. LeBron doing this shit to promote himself, and he's showing up and all. He just wants to be around all the time. But like you said, this kid is the best player on any team he played on. Who do you think he can make the pro? It makes no sense whatsoever. And he is going to destroy that kid. And the kid's probably going to grow up hating him for this. Because you're putting him on the spot for no reason. My daughter plays middle school basketball, great point guard. Still don't have enough handles. I tell her all the time. You want to go play high school ball, you got to improve your handles. You got to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
If she wants to be a doctor, you might be a great doctor. You might not make, that's good. I'm not trying to tear her confidence down. I'm just giving a fact.
Yeah.
This is going to destroy this kid. It's going to destroy it.
Yeah.
Because it's very sad.
Because
I love y'all show, man. I watch y'all all the time. I figured I'd become a member so I can get in here and make a call. But you brothers keep it up, man. You guys.
Already. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
Love, man. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, if LeBron think that people ain't gonna be putting a target on Bronny back, because don't nobody want just like Caitlin Clark, and we'll get to her in a couple of segments, but just like Caitlin Clark, nobody is about to let you come build their star on my back, because I got to try to make a living too, and I got to earn my next contract as well. You're not about to come and drop 40 on me just because whatever your personal vendetta or your personal thing that you want to do or what LeBron want to do, right? And Caitlin Clark is saying that. And LeBron's son is going to see it as well. He's going to get out there, and it's going to be people at practice on the teams gunning for him. And there's going to be people, if he ever get on that court, that's going to try to prove and show to him that he's not ready. We grown men out here. You're not ready for this, man. But
put his ass on the court. Pause.
Yeah, they go try to. All right, look like we got some technical difficulties with Zoe, but we're gonna move on to this next topic, man. And we'll try to move through this one a little faster. We might not even take phone calls. We'll see. It depends on what the comments like. If y'all, hey, if y'all want to call in on this topic, let me know in the comments, and then I'll open the phone.
Start putting phone emojis in the comments.
Yeah, or something. Just let us know, right?
We don't want to read.
But it's a couple of players or couple of former players, Udonis Haslem, Paul Pierce, that would had something to say about JJ Reddick and him getting his Lakers coaching job. And I like what they said. I couldn't find the full clip of Udonis, so this is only like 30 seconds, and the same for Paul Pierce, man. So I'm gonna play both of them back to back, and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on it.
But where's the best time for him to bake? Is it in the end?
No, that's not it. Here you go.
Easy to kind of find that fit. What should the Lakers be looking for in their next head coach?
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it. If it's JJ, it's going to be a cynical locker room. You're going to see guys that are going to say, is coach going to do a podcast after the game with LeBron? You're going to have a cynical locker room of guys that are going to side eye everything JJ says, because they're going to wonder, is it JJ's message or LeBron's message?
If you want to make it look good and sound good. I mean, you go with JJ Reddick. I mean, he has.
But how does that look good and sound good?
I mean, because you hear him, it sounds great. They draw up plays, and it sounds like the right thing to do. Sounds like he has a great IQ. Sounds like he has a voice or maybe a demeanor for coaching. Maybe it sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like
But
almost.
you can't hire nobody based on sound.
I get it. I mean, I brought this reference up many times. I mean, it's like
that's what they do.
It's like an Instagram model. It looks good all on there. It looks good, and then when you see it in person, it ain't what you think.
So you got one player saying JJ looks the part. He's got the part in his hair. He got the slick hair like Pat Riley. He talks and his back is straight. He wears suit and ties. He draws plays on the clipboard, and he sounds all good on his podcast. But when you get it up close and personal, it's like an IG model. It ain't what you thought it was gonna be. And then you got Haslam saying, even if he gets hired, people are going to question it. Like, dude, you're doing a podcast with LeBron. And when y'all are too close for comfort, so when you're giving us direction about certain things and you're getting on us in the film room about assignments we miss and you're not saying nothing to LeBron, we're going to be wondering, is this you speaking for LeBron or is this you speaking for yourself? And, you know, so those are the two thought processes. But which one y'all want to tackle first?
Who's really the team?
I like what Haslam said.
Yeah, who's really coaching the team? Is it LeBron speaking through you? They just don't need a JJ Reddick, bro. They just need a legitimate coach, somebody who has experience. Anybody put it this way: anybody who applied for a job, you turn in your resume, right? Do you have any previous coaching experience? No. Right. That's automatically disqualification. The computer resume reader ain't even picking you up.
Yeah, Indeed gonna kick you out. Indeed is gonna kick you out.
Yeah, you ain't even got to worry about it. You're not even calling you back.
Hold on. He got coaching experience. He said he did coach 8-year-olds. So.
No, that don't count, bro. Wait. Go get you an 8-year-old coaching on your resume and go apply for the NBA coaching.
Well, hey, LeBron was flipping plays at 8, so
that's the 8-year-olds he coached.
So they already on the right track. But no, I agree with what Haslam said, and I felt the same way. And it's like you doing the pod, you all buddy with your player, and then I'm supposed to take you serious when you trying to be a coach and cuss us out in practice when we missing stuff, or it feels like like LeBron has a hall pass to never do any wrong if JJ ends up becoming the coach. Like, it's just another way for LeBron to be like, hey, I got my numbers, I did my part, it's on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great point. Like, and like he said, like, is LeBron coaching through you, or do you have a mind of your own? And I feel like with them being too buddy before all this happening, nobody in that locker room is going to take them serious.
No, I disagree 100%.
Shoot.
Here we go. Talk about it, Jay.
That's not what Haslam was saying.
Okay.
He was giving you insight to Spoelstra's first year. He was in a locker room on a LeBron team.
Yes, he was.
He knows how LeBron is coached different. He knows the influence that he has. So he wasn't telling, like, he was predicting what was going to happen by telling you what already happened. You know what I'm saying? Without telling you what happened. So Spoelstra didn't really get the respect that he deserved until LeBron left.
No, I don't believe that.
No, for real. Because everybody was saying at first when LeBron was there, they were saying that LeBron and Pat Riley was running that team.
No, that's no. What happened was LeBron wanted to get Spoelstra fired, and Pat Riley said, "Hell no, this is my guy." And after that happened, they had no choice but to fall in line and respect. Spoelstra got his respect at the very least after year one.
But so that's what I'm saying. He's talking about Haslam is talking about year one there.
But
maybe not.
But Spoelstra even still had a better resume than JJ Reddick, though.
That's true indeed. At least he was in the franchise. I mean,
he went from like tape guy, right?
Yeah, he was tape guy, and what he spent like 15, 20 years before he got to Head
But
coach.
JJ Reddick has been an elite all-world college player. He beat up Kobe in the fight.
No, put the period. No, put the period there, Jay.
Right
put
there.
the period there.
I was
As soon as you stopped and said, you already knew you messed up. You already knew you messed up.
The all-world college player.
Hey, I swear to God, I was looking for something else. And there was nothing else there, bro.
In letter right there. Boom.
Right.
Stop at that point.
Mel, you see me searching hard.
Yeah, you were trying.
He beat Kobe up in the finals.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Listen,
and they ain't win one game.
It didn't work out.
Work out so well. Hey, it looked like Bones figured it out, but our dog Bird said,
Bird, if I give you a wrench, you got to go to work, man. You just can't have a wrench, man. The wrench means work. For everybody who got a wrench, that means work. That means when you see these trolls in the comment section, you have the power to time them out.
Get them out of
there. Some of y'all have the power to ban them for life.
Philippines, what I say, man? You said
put that wrench. Yeah, you see that bad comment? Oh, here's a troll. You can kick them up out of here. Yep. Right? That's what the wrench is for.
Hey, Philippines, what I say wrong, man?
What he did? He paused you?
Yeah, he did.
Oh no, Bones! I'm glad you figured it out. Change your profile picture, brother.
Please.
Right.
Nah, but I think it was first of all, it was funny what Paul Pierce said. He said, man, it's like an IG model. That's what it is, man. I always thought the same thing. JJ Reddick sounds good, looks good. He looks the part. And that's why everybody's intrigued by him. But I'm like, look, man, my mama used to always tell me, man, don't let nobody give you no wooden nickel. And that's exactly what that is, man. It's not the real deal, man. It's fool's gold. So
but when I told you
I wouldn't fall for it.
You gotta
I've been telling you for the last 2 years who JJ Reddick is.
Who is he?
That JJ Reddick is Dan Orlovsky. He can break down film, but that doesn't make you a good coach.
Hold on. I don't
think he's doing nothing different. Go ahead.
He's not.
I don't even think he's Dan Orlovsky because the way Dan Orlovsky talks about the game, JJ kind of just like piggybacks off what LeBron be saying. That's not to say that JJ doesn't play. Yeah, that's fine. I have too. Remember, he ran out of bounds. I know.
Yes.
I know.
Quarterbacks that ever gave the defense 2 points.
So look, this is what I say about Orlovsky. Go ahead, Chris, and I'm gonna say something about. Go ahead.
And as clunky as a quarterback as he might have been, the way the dude breaks down and understands the game is outstanding. Like I love watching him on NFL Live because it's like this is somebody who enjoys one what they're talking about and two knows what they're talking about. Yeah. Like he and sometimes you might not be good at the game, but you might be better at understanding it, and that's Orlovsky. I don't know if even JJ Reddick is on the level of understanding the game that Orlovsky is. Two different fields. I know, but
he understands the game at an elite level. I'm not gonna let y'all play him like that.
Look. So Orlovsky was a quarterback, and one thing about quarterbacks is they got to know the entire playbook.
Absolutely, another new member.
If any other position, they can go out there and just know what they got to do. But quarterbacks got to know what everybody's got to do. They show up and they look and they call the play and they see somebody lined up wrong. Oh, they got to correct it. Quarterbacks got to know the whole playbook. Absolutely. On defense, linebackers, especially middle linebackers, they got to know everything on defense, and sometimes they got to know the other team's offense as well because they calling stuff out. You know, so. Those type of dudes make the best coaches. Now, when you translate the basketball, I need to see three things, either one of three things in a coach that I pick, right? If you are a former player, I need for you to have been a floor general coach on the floor like J. Kidd, Chris Paul, Doc Rivers, Sam Cassell, Rajon Rondo. These point guards who actually were coaches on the floor. If you're going to grab a former player with no coaching experience, I wanted to be Marc Jackson. I wanted to be a point guard who was who for 20 years ran the entire offense and called everything out. Right. That's what I want. If you're not one of those guys like Phil Jackson and Pat Riley wasn't one of those guys. If you're not one of those guys, I need to see that you either sat up under a really great coach for some years in a winning situation, right? That way I know that you learned something, or at least as a player that you set up on a great coach and you won with them. That way I know what it's supposed to look like on a winning
He did that.
Steve Kerr. No, JJ Reddick didn't do that. Steve Kerr did that with Phil Jackson and Popovich. Right.
I know where you're going, Jay. Go ahead.
Right. Steve Kerr did that. Right. Marc Jackson was the point guard that I'm talking about on the floor. And you can go to all these other people that probably did it the long way, where they sat up under a great coach like Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley, sat up on there and they moved their way up the ladder. JJ Reddick that has none of those three things under his belt.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, but this motherfucker Bones in the comments is
Hey, first of all, we're gonna real quick.
We got two new members in the middle of that too.
Shout out Taco Master. Who else was it?
Jay Barrett.
Jay Barrett, where you at, Jay Barrett? There you go, Jay Barrett. Hey,
And a super chat.
And a super chat. None other than Mel Cousin, who he was isolating from for years. Case in quick, if JJ wanted to coach, he would have put his name in the hat for the Duke job, and that's what
No, he wouldn't have. Listen, no, he wouldn't have. There was no way.
That would have been
no way they was giving that job to JJ Reddick.
That's no fucking way. Bullshit.
That's a daggone good point.
Listen, it's college. Nobody expects you to really, you know what I'm saying? Nobody expects you to be Coach K, right? But because you played under Coach K and you have a basketball mind, it would make sense to start coaching in college.
Nah,
right?
the first of all, the only way you could have got that job as from Coach K, the only way you could have got that job, you would have had to put years on that bench, and he didn't do that.
He didn't do that.
So they would have never hired him, and I'm glad they didn't. But the Lakers.
Somebody asked was Phil Jackson a court journey? No. Phil Jackson was the court journey, but he was in a winning situation. He won with the Knicks, so he knows what it looks like to be on a championship team.
He did,
and then he also was an assistant on the bench, so he did it the long way, like Eric Spoelstra did.
Yeah, he did. Bones, thank you for changing your profile picture, but it didn't really make much.
It didn't make a difference.
It didn't make much.
What was his picture? He had his shirt off.
It was him with his shirt off, and guess what? He put back up there.
Brandon, hold on, Brandon. You remember K-Son? Yeah, that's little K-Son. He ain't little no more.
Family reunion up in the comments, man. Shout out,
family
man.
reunion.
Hey!
Shout out to Google Play Room.
Hey, appreciate the super chat, Bones, man. Appreciate it, man.
Do I clap or hit the shotgun?
We can clap. We can clap for
family
that.
reunions on here from Facebook.
Hey, what's going on, Ian? That's Josh. That's one of Josh's coaches that they gave him a chance. One of the first guys who gave him a chance to be a difference maker on the field. So I always got love for Coach Ian. Shout out my dog Ian.
Shout out, Coach. But can you do us a favor and please go to YouTube and watch
Absolutely.
us.
Ian, what's going on, man? Go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that like button.
All right, we only taking 3 calls and they all gonna be 30 seconds, and then we're moving on, y'all. Moving on to my boo, Caitlin Clark. What you gonna do when Caitlin come for you? Yeah,
she ain't came for nobody in this league yet.
Yeah,
she might fly me out though. I'm trying. I get flued out. I ain't never been to Indiana.
Hey,
go to Gary. I heard it's beautiful.
Yeah, he ain't lying. The scenery's amazing,
just like Caitlin.
Oh my God!
Also facts. Yeah. Caitlin looked like Gary, Indiana. Got it. or Gary in Indiana.
Okay. Whatever. Call her from Florida.
What's up, y'all?
Man, what's good, man? What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna look, man. I'm from LA. I live in Florida now, but I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I haven't watched the Lakers in years. They're like this. JJ Reddick, bro. My question is this: Are you even good enough to coach Duke?
No.
Duke better than the Lakers.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go. Appreciate the opportunity on our platform. I just want to say this last thing. JJ Reddick, face. Y'all ever met somebody that got a punchable face?
Yes.
Yes. I work with a couple of them.
Yeah. Here go one of them right here on screen, right here.
Which one?
Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
Who you talking?
I ain't work with Ian Chris, but I ain't work. Me and Mel was at the same command, which was weird, but
Yeah.
Who got the punchable face, man?
One last thing, y'all. My fault. One last thing.
Go ahead, man.
If the Lakers hired JJ Redick as the head coach, don't y'all think that's a downgrade from last year?
I do believe so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's an easier way for LeBron to be in control.
Complete control. LeBron is a narcissist, bro.
100%.
He's a narcissist. He needs to be in control of everything, which is why we are seeing what we're seeing with Bronny, which is why JJ Redick, who has zero coaching experience,
He's at the top of the list.
is one of the ones who is at the top of the list for the Lakers. The Lakers.
What was the names? It was JJ Redick, Sam Cassell, and who else?
I don't remember, but Sam
Cassell. James Borrego that used to coach Charlotte.
So actual people who like probably got real credentials, and JJ Redick, and JJ Redick's name was first.
That's
like, come on, bro. One thing is not like the others, bro.
One of these things is
not like the other.
Yeah, the other two.
Shoot.
At least Darvin Ham has assistant coaching experience for years.
Exactly.
He definitely did.
And he had two minds.
LA will be back, baby.
Exactly.
LA will be back.
All right, thanks for the call. We're gonna go right to the next one.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Have a good one, y'all.
All right, thank you.
Be back in the what? Be back in the what? The play-in?
Nah, they'll be back, man. They might even get rid of LeBron. Who knows?
Oh, the in-season tournament. Y'all gonna repeat. Got you.
Yeah. You already know.
Sam Cassell was the pick a long time ago. He should have been an NBA coach, by the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even know why what's his name from Milwaukee is not even in the ring.
But Sam Cassell faces horrible.
Adrian Griffin.
Yeah. Caller from Missouri. What's your thoughts? 30 seconds.
Bones. Okay.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Yeah, this is J Mac again.
What's up?
Hey, STL. Yeah. So anyway, no, it's a complete joke. I don't know why you brothers bite their tongue. Y'all know hiring JJ Redick is a complete joke. The man he ain't been doing nothing but kissing LeBron's feet, and LeBron wants him as a coach. I've been laughing about this for the last month because I saw it coming, and it's a complete joke. And you guys are right. LeBron is obviously a narcissist because he wants to control every level of everything. And that's the reason he's not with Miami, because Pat Riley said no. no, and no, and hell no. So he got up out of Miami, went back to Cleveland, and controlled that and blew that all up now. But Cleveland has totally rebuilt. I give them props. They'll be a fool to take him back again unless he comes in on a veteran's minimum or something dumb like that. But yeah, so I totally agree with you guys, but call it for what it is, man. This is a joke. That guy ain't got no business in the running, and definitely got no business at the top of the field. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for the call, bro.
Yeah,
what y'all think about that?
Somebody was racing behind him.
Yeah.
They had that going crazy.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? Hey, sometimes jokes turn into reality. Somebody's entertaining it, and that's why it's hitting headlines.
You're right.
The fact that they got a podcast together, that says something. The fact that he's talking about it, it says something. So sometimes jokes turn into reality. So I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if everything happened. I wouldn't be shocked if Bronny gets drafted by the Lakers, and I wouldn't be surprised if JJ Redick's the new head coach.
Hey, Mel, your cousin is a fool, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, caller. Hey, we got Bones on the line, man. What's up, Bones?
Bones.
30 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna run it down real quick.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Go.
Go ahead, Bonnie.
As a motherfucking Laker fan, I'm offended and disgusted by this. I cannot believe, why do we always have to either have a legendary coach or somebody who's a motherfucking trash? We can't never have nobody just like decent. I don't accept decent or good, but we always gotta have legendary or trash. Ain't nobody legendary. Phil Jackson ain't coming out there. And right now, I'll tell you right now, even though we talking about JJ Redick, like JJ Redick has the same amount of experience as Mel, but I like Mel better as a personality. I think Mel might be smarter. Why can't we give Mel the job?
Hey, shout out to Bones, yo.
If I ever see JJ Redick in the street, I'm gonna throw a base out in Diddy style. Love you guys. Keep it going.
Hey,
Hey, man, you get that job, I'm water boy.
Hey.
Oh, man, I'm sweating, man. I had to come out of the man down joint, man.
You get that job.
Hey, Bones is crazy, bro.
Oh boy.
Hey, shout out my brother Boney.
Hey man, next topic. Next topic.
He said, if I see JJ Reddick in public, I'm gonna throw a face at him.
Hey, yeah. Ending that topic. Shout out Bones for ending that topic for
Ending that topic with a blast. Ending that topic with a blast.
Oh man, that is
Clark. What's up, Mel?
That is funny, man.
Hold on, man. I let me grab this sound, but
oh man. That was funny. Bones.
Woo, that was
you stupid.
All right, so
maybe giving him YouTube was a bad idea.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Bones, go back to Facebook. I don't know.
Hey, real quick, we're gonna have to run through one of them topics really quick. The Nuggets T Wolves gonna have to be really quick.
Okay,
this one gonna have to be quick too. But I was listening to Jeff Teague, man, Jeff Teague's podcast, and he was talking about Caitlin Clark, and he pretty much said, you know, he don't like the way that the WNBA is pushing this Caitlin Clark thing because it got so much momentum. And she's doing so many great things for the league. They're getting chartered flights. They're getting 2.3 million people watching her games. You know, there's a lot of eyes on the WNBA right now, and they're watching. They're watching so they can see her do what she did in college. So his point was the league. Well, he didn't even say the league. He said the players should stop trying to dog her out and let her get loose. Just for their own sake, right? This is how he said it.
She's not worth $5 million. No offense, but Caitlin Clark is worth $5 million.
She's bringing the entire state of Iowa with her every single game. He would make that money back.
She's bringing the whole country.
Come on, bro.
You know how many people gonna just show up for Caitlin Clark? Like Angel Reese, she gonna get O-Block, Post Road, West Side.
Yeah.
She getting the whole state.
He fuck around offer Juju that same bag too.
And listen,
Juju ain't gonna bring the same love. She cold as Caitlin Clark.
She better, but she ain't. That, and you know what? Thank you for saying that, because that's the most important thing about this that people are missing.
Marketing.
Dog, it's what she brings to the table. She's a phenom. We didn't say she's the best ever, but what she brings to the table, nobody else can do that right now.
Nah.
And it's okay to just be okay to admit that. They hate Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
The slander she get on Twitter is crazy.
And she don't even be saying shit. She just be killing.
I like her even more now because I love when people hate on people and they keep killing.
Yeah.
She's an average white girl, bro. There ain't no disrespect for her. She probably hoop and go to the crib. Ain't no telling. She probably got a Joker lifestyle, bro. For real. She ain't really in the media or nothing like that.
Yeah,
it's kind of out of pocket for talking shit to her because she ain't as turned up as Angel Reese and them. Like
she talk shit though when she hoop though.
No, because that's in between the lines. But I'm saying you ain't really nothing.
Yeah.
Joker goes like, man, you can't fucking guard me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But when she go home and she probably watching Growing Pains.
No, for sure. For sure. With her bitch next to her.
Yeah,
So they chilling.
What's their favorite show?
Wait.
What's the shout out to KC though.
Shout out to Caleb.
Do we
Breaking Bad, bro? That's funny.
Orange is the New Black is crazy, but
that is crazy.
That is funny.
Hey man, speaking of Orange and New Black.
Hey, I'm trying to find where it's
running the ring. That's crazy.
No,
hold on.
Not the assumption.
No, interns talk.
It was the assumption.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't know.
A demon on campus.
We're not even.
So, that was the wrong clip, man. But anyway, what he said was
it wasn't the wrong clip.
That was the right clip.
Hold on. What's up?
You didn't hear that? You didn't hear that?
No.
Jeff, one of them was like, man, she probably at the crib. She probably at the crib watching the growing pains with her girl.
I didn't know. I mean,
Then it was like, oh well, they might be watching Orange is the New Black together.
Wow. First of all, Gardena, you stupid, because she said whole time her favorite show is Sons of
What'd she say?
She said whole time her favorite show.
She looked like somebody on Sons of Anarchy for sure.
Wait, Mel, I thought that was don't do that. That's your girl.
Oh man.
What? Who, Caitlyn?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is,
It's sinking in. It's reality. Reality.
sinking in.
The veil is being lifted off my brother's eyes.
Look, man, y'all just don't y'all don't know how to judge. That's all it is, and that's fine, man. That's fine. Y'all, if y'all don't know how to judge, that's fine.
I definitely did, Birdman.
Man, I wish I could find a clip. I'm mad because I can't find a clip, man. But man, did I send it? Did I send it to you, Zoe?
Let me look and see.
When I find clips, I usually send it to one of y'all. I don't know if it'd be TikTok, Instagram, be Facebook, but I just be sending stuff, man.
Oh, shit! You sent that to me. I can't remember what on though.
I did.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I sent. Probably Instagram.
Let me see.
Hold on. I look.
Let me go.
I had to get my.
So y'all don't be checking. I just be sending stuff. Y'all don't be checking it. But dang, it
No,
be like that
because you overload sometimes. So I cleared the notification. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, while we trying to look for that, Bird say he still ain't got no wrench, and he still some type of way. Hey.
Dang, man, it was such a good clip too, man, and I forgot to load it up.
It wasn't on Instagram.
I'm
looking
on
Instagram.
It wasn't.
Right,
it wasn't on Facebook.
What you call it?
What'd you call it?
Facebook.
I'm fooling with Bill tonight. I'm not fooling with.
What is wrong with this man, bro?
You got that peach crown in the system.
Yeah, I'm not fooling Bill tonight.
You drinking Mel? You sipping tonight?
A little something, man. It's a special occasion, man.
Some juice.
It's a special occasion between me and Caitlyn, man. Y'all won't know about it.
It's supposed to be like WWE.
Okay, there we go. That's the clip. Where's that at?
Facebook. You sent it to me on Facebook.
Hold on, Jay. Don't play it through that, man. Let's be professional, man. Don't play it through the phone.
It was clear.
If I had my other phone,
man, that ain't how we do it, man. All right, here we go. Right here, I got it right here. Here we go.
It tastes book too.
Here we go. Listen, here you go.
The WNBA is playing this all wrong. I'm about to tell y'all, this shit supposed to be. My dad even said to me today, it's supposed to be like WWE. Y'all supposed to play hard against her, but y'all supposed to let her kill. Cause when she start having bad games and it don't look like it's supposed to look, like what we just seen from college and how we so excited about her coming to the league and changing it, and she don't kill like that, it's gonna like bring it back down to reality. Like
they want to build her up to fall.
Yeah,
but it's crazy because that is not in the W's best interest.
Nah, because
you want the WNBA to really write a script for Caitlin Clark.
No, I'm not saying that as a smart person. Look, y'all don't have charter flights. She damn near about to get y'all charter flights.
Yeah, they just
because she's so famous, they can't.
Mm-hmm.
She damn near get charter flights. All this stuff that they want and need, more money, all this, new teams getting added, all this. When she come, you got to protect that at all costs.
So you want them to let her win?
Not let her win. But the fact is, like, play the game. But play the game within the game. Like, y'all notice the cash cow right here. Like, everything is changing. If she having a good year, if she averaged 22, and people like, hey, Caitlin Clark really that deal, the league just gonna get big. Lit. We up. New contracts, everything. Now let's dog her. She normal now. She ain't really.
All right. First of all, shout out to Sideline Speaks. That's our girl, Brittany Jones. She was supposed to be on the show today, but something came up, man. So she'll be on here next week, man. But Brittany, I agree with you. Absolutely not, man. Go and check out Sideline Speaks on YouTube, y'all. Go give them a sub as well. And check out their stuff. They got good content over there.
Sideline Speaks with us.
All right, man. So y'all thoughts, man. He said it's supposed to be like WWE, and he said not let her win, but let her spin. What's y'all thoughts on the players letting her spin?
And what Teague talking about is how to build a league. That's what he's talking about. Period.
It is what he's talking about.
You know what I'm saying? But the women in the league is like, yo, she not gonna cook on me. Period.
Mm-hmm.
They taking that thing personal.
Oh yeah, they definitely. She wouldn't have cooked on me. I get what he's saying, and it makes perfect sense. But I ain't gonna be the dude that she finna come in here and get bucks off of. No, you're not finna get bucks off me. I'm finna strap. That's what's about to happen. I'm finna strap you up, bro. You're not gonna be the person. You're not gonna be the person off me.
I sent the screenshot to y'all earlier, and it was like, you know, Caitlin Clark is as good as everybody thought she was, but we're now seeing that the women in the WNBA are better than what everybody else thought they was.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that. It's like we're not saying that Caitlin Clark is bad or that she was gonna have a bad career in the WNBA, but the WNBA wasn't created when Caitlin Clark got drafted. And a lot of people are seeming to forget that. They think that Caitlin Clark is the W, and a lot of people who are in the W, started the W, was the backbone and the founding square of the W, would have a lot to say about that.
Hey, talk about y'all miss how he used pride as a double entendre, yo.
Who did?
In the comment, yo.
Who?
Yo, go back to that. It was the comment y'all had up like 3 comments ago.
I missed it.
No, this is the comment that had me laughing right here. Said her stock would drop if she started messing with me.
It said,
"Hey man,
wait, well, hold on, what's wrong with me?"
Exactly.
No, I think,
yo, we doing good, bro.
Check your protection.
Yo.
and you got a Scully on? You don't fit the format.
And right there, look at that.
Pride is a mug. Hey, shout out.
That was clever. That was clever.
Yeah.
The phone. Hey, cut YouTube off in the back. The phone line's not open yet, but man, you called. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you spin, man. You got 30 seconds. What's up?
Okay, yeah, man. I had to get you with that forehead, man, bro. I don't know what eyes you looking through, but but anyway, hey, if this young lady could come in there and get the things that they've been fighting for so long, like the charter fight, if she could get the pay raise because of who she is, her name is big, then I feel like they should let that. It'll be better for them if they can get out of it. But I could also understand them being in their feelings because we've been fighting for these things for so many years, tooth and nail fighting, begging you all to do this for us. But she walk in here and snap her finger and she could get it done. So I could understand them having an attitude about that.
Well, look, that's part of the reason why we're turned off by the NBA, because they got a element of WWE in it. They find the star that they want to market, and they feel like they can connect that star to pull them some money from somebody, aka Luka or Jokic. Oh man, we can market these guys. So let's start calling the game that's going to benefit them, right? And people can see through that, and they're turned off by it. So actually, when you watch the WNBA, you see a more pure basketball league. And I'm actually getting turned on by the WNBA in more ways than one.
Not facts.
So
Stop.
My whole point. Look at
not facts.
Don't do that, bro.
Not facts.
I was with you.
What?
I was with
what?
You was on your soapbox.
What?
I was with you.
What?
You said you getting turned on by the WNBA in more ways than one.
Correct. Because
not fact. Absolutely not fact.
Because of Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? Because of Caitlin. So I mean, but y'all know feel me. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Hey,
y'all see the glow up.
Hey, DC Slim, I'm not putting that comment on the screen.
Show up.
We see you, DC, but we're not doing that.
Yeah. Hey, are y'all just gonna skip over the fact that the reality is that she's white and she brings a whole different dynamic and a whole audience to the WNBA?
I say
yes, we're gonna skip over that.
It's kind of like in 42. In the movie 42, when Pee Wee said, "Hey, just let him play, and everything will pan out. If he could play, he could play. If she could play, she could play.
Right.
Let it pan out."
And that's what the girls and the females is in the WNBA is not going to sit back and let her spin just for the sake of let's get more TV views. Because now my pride, like I hoop, like there's no hooper that's competitive that'll just lay down like that.
Yeah, you are
right. Yeah, you gonna have to. If you that good, like they say you is, you gonna have to take this out of my hand. You gonna have to rip it from my hands.
Yeah,
like
no.
Now, so it's not on the players to do that. If the WNBA want her to be marketed like that, they're gonna have to call fouls in the hands off the merchandise way. make her make her untouchable.
propaganda.
Make her untouchable. But it's the league doing it instead of the players. Like Jeff T was putting it on the players to understand the assignment, and that's not their assignment. That's the league's assignment.
Yeah, they're never going to do that. A real competitive player is never going to say, all right, I'm going to let you and do your thing.
No, she's going to have to get it from the muscle.
Yeah, she's going to have to get it from the muscle, man. Appreciate the call, though.
Hey, appreciate your call, brother.
All right.
All right.
And I was telling Mel earlier, I'm like, that if you do that, you're injecting the LeBron formula into the WNBA. And right now, from what I see, the WNBA is still a pure object, right? These are real hoopers going out there playing real basketball. And there's no bias in it. There's no tampering that what it looks like. And so if you do this, you're just essentially, like I said, you're the LeBron formula, and now you ruin the sanctity of the game that's still pure.
Yeah. And Caitlin's pure as well. She hasn't been deflowered, just for y'all, if y'all didn't know. You know what I mean? So
listen,
I don't think we even offered up to care for that.
She wasn't born with a flower.
Hey, caller from Raleigh, North Carolina. What's up? What's your thoughts?
What are you talking about, bro? Like,
oh, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I just tuned in, man, so I'm a little behind, man. Y'all talking about Caitlin Clark, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
She can hoop, man. I mean, it's going to take her a minute to, get adjusted to, the WNBA. I hope people don't think just because she struggled that she gonna be trash or she gonna be a bust. No. I don't believe that. She went up a level, and people need to start like putting respect on those WNBA players. Man, they can really hoop. They can bust people like me ass or anybody else that ain't really hooping Diddy on that type level. So yeah, no Diddy.
right.
No Diddy.
Hey, but look, a lot of people will say, well, look, man, Candace Parker had 34 points her first game.
Candace Parker is 6'8".
Candace Parker was all world. Candace Parker was all world though.
And at that same time, she was dealing with Shelton Williams' big face ass.
So
she had to play defense in life.
So she didn't want the game to end. She didn't want to go home. She was like,
he was hooping everywhere at work and at home.
Hey, y'all can say what you want.
Why I don't like comparisons.
Hey, man. Hey. Go ahead.
This is why I don't like comparisons, man. Because just because one player did it doesn't mean everybody's gonna do it. Like we get it, it's just like the LeBron and Michael Jordan thing.
Yeah,
but I respect LeBron. Like he's not better than Jordan, and I'm only 29. I never seen Jordan play, but even I know he the GOAT.
Right.
But that's because you're from down there in Jordan country. You down there in Raleigh, right?
You in Raleigh?
I'm in Durham.
Oh shit! Hey, shout out to Bull City, baby.
Shout out to Bull City, man.
Hey, we in Greensboro right now, man. You right up the road from us.
Not all you about an hour away, man.
Yeah, I went to Central.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, so last thing I'll say before you get off, right? No Diddy. So y'all making me lose my train of thought, man. So the thing that's kind of intriguing about what's going on with Caitlin is there's a clear game plan that's really bothering her, and it's to force her to her right because she likes to get to that step back three going left. And she hasn't developed anything going to the right. When she goes to the right, she got to get all the way to the rim, and she really wants to shoot the three. That's her shot, and she can't get that three going right. And they did that in the championship game against South Carolina. The girl forced her right every play. And
shout out Raven Johnson.
She couldn't do anything. So honestly, when people start to say things like she's probably not as good as we thought she was, it's some truth to that. She's not the savior.
What she need to do is get a ball up and turn into JJ Reddick or Curry and run out 7 screens to get to your spot.
Or Or since she's a very gifted passer, she needs to commit to being a straight up point guard.
Yeah, one or the other, but you can't now. She hasn't developed the game at the pro level to play that tweener role that she tries to play.
Yeah. She's not gonna be on a team that's bad enough that's gonna need her to do everything.
Yeah, she got.
She's on the worst team possible.
Yeah,
but it's better than Iowa.
But absolutely,
exactly.
Hey, she's gonna have to choose. She's really gonna have to choose. I think she's gonna have to choose a style of play because, just like you said, Raven Johnson and a lot of those girls gave the blueprint on how to guard her. Because if she gets to that left hand, I don't think
the fuck.
Wait, what?
Because somebody said who admits going to Central.
All right, caller, man. Thanks for the call, brother.
Oh, hold on. One more thing.
Hold on. Go ahead, Zo. Finish your thought.
No, because at the end of the day, she's going to have to choose a style of play. Raven Johnson gave the blueprint on how she needs to be guarded. Force her to one side.
She got a target on her back, just like Lonzo did, and they shut him down. And even down to like just her mechanics on her jump shot is kind of giving that Lonzo Ball kind of feel. It's gonna take her a while to get adjusted. They really she got a target on her back. Them females, they had to hustle to get the little bit of money they get because they underpaid. Caitlin Clark came in with a big shoe deal and getting all this attention. She supposed to be the savior of the WNBA. So she got a target on her back, man. She's gonna have a rough year, man, but she gonna get it together though.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, brother.
Yeah. I definitely think she will too.
Yeah.
I think she will too. I think she'll get it together. But right now, in the current state that her game is, you want to play her a certain way. Every team if you've ever played organized basketball, every team has a game plan for whoever the player is. If they say, hey, she's deadly when she's going left and she can get to that step back and then take you off guard. But if you send her right, she wants to get all the way to the basket, and we got enough rim protection we got enough rim protection for that. And first of all, I'm gonna stop my point because Mel does not look like Sheldon Williams.
I was about to say, Mel, do you want to block whoever said that? You want the moderators to moderate?
Nah, we good with that. Hey, we got a VIP caller though, man. This is Brittany. What's up, man?
Brittany.
What's going on?
Brittany.
What's going on?
You supposed to be on the show tonight. That's what's going on.
Yep.
Life be licensed, you know. I got some stuff I had to handle. Life be licensed.
I feel you. What's up though? What's your thoughts on Caitlin Clark?
Talk to us, Brittany.
No, you know what? Look, Caitlin Clark is here for a reason, right? But let's be real. I'm not giving her nothing. If I'm a competitor, she's not getting nothing. You're gonna earn your stripes in this league. If people want the WNBA to be boosted off of Caitlin Clark's back, she's gonna earn it. She's gonna earn it like Kobe had to earn it. She's gonna have to earn it. She's gonna have to earn it like, what was it, MJ? He had to earn it. Everybody else had to earn it. You're not getting nothing. Nothing's gonna be handed over to you. Nothing's gonna be given to you. Earn it. If you the player that you think you are, if you the player that everybody says you are, get out here, work on your game, develop your right hand, and let's go out there and play ball. Until then, absolutely the hell not. We're gonna embarrass the hell out of you because this is a grown women's league. If not, if you're gonna cry about it, go sit yourself down.
That's a good point. But do you think she go be able to pull it off though? Do you think she'll pick herself up and actually earn it and be the face of the league?
If she has that competitive nature in her, which I kind of feel like she does, that she's gonna get in that gym, she's gonna work on what she needs to work on and do what she needs to do. She showed enough, and she showed some development even in college throughout her 4 years being there. But she really got to work on that right hand, because that's the one thing I said when she was coming out of college. When she goes to the WNBA, I'm making you go right every single time, because when you go right, that's when your mistakes happen. When you go left, you like lights out. So I'm making you go right. So I think only time's going to tell for sure.
Mm. Yeah. Do you think it'll be this year or next year when she started looking good?
The is crazy. The is crazy.
I'm sitting here thinking, because you know the WNBA, they only have about 40 games.
Yeah, they
play
about 7 games into the playoffs. It seems like.
Listen, in 2 weeks it'll be All-Star Weekend.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say
there's some straps in the league.
I'm gonna say
it's definitely some straps in the league.
Right. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say next year. I think we're gonna see some improvement towards the end of the season. But there's too many dominant teams that she got to go up against. You know, she still got to go up against Aces. The Liberty is dominant. Connecticut just blew them out. And Connecticut, they didn't double team her like that. It was I forgot. I can't think of her name. But one of their one defended her very well and made her. She had 10 turnovers that game, huh?
Dejanay Carrington, I think, is who was guarding her primarily.
She was killing her, and she had 10 turnovers in that game. So she's gonna really have to improve her game. But you sitting there talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese's been killing it. You know the team hasn't been winning, but she's been killing it. Cameron Brink
has been
to dominate this game. So in the future, not now. Right now, it's Asia Wilson's. This is Asia Wilson's game right now.
This is definitely Asia Wilson's league.
Yeah, it's hers.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, but those two, there's something special. We starting to see the weaknesses in Caitlin Clark's game because again, she's going up against the real deal. These are grown women. Diana Taurasi even called her out. Like, hey, we ain't going to let you just take it. You got to earn it, and that's what it is.
All right, last question. Well, actually, I got 2 questions. Right. The first question: do you, if you're running the league, would you instruct your referees to give her star calls? You know, so the defense can kind of be a little softer on her. You know, so you can market her better. You wouldn't? Okay, all right. That's a quick one.
No.
And the last question is: somebody in the comment section said that you on a date night and you snuck in the bathroom to call into the show because you love basketball. Is that true?
So they call it stay the hell up on my business. I plead the fifth on the crown and it may intimidate me, so I'm not answering that damn thing. I'm not answering right now.
Hey, what'd you say earlier, Brittany?
At the end of the day, the day go in.
At the end of the day, the day go in, man. Yep. I appreciate the call, though, Brittany, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Always.
Thank you, y'all.
All right.
See you guys.
Yep.
Man,
I'm excited for that first matchup against the Aces because if she's getting dropped off by the Connecticut Sun, and we know who the Liberty are, right? So we kind of expect the Liberty to do Liberty things, but you got to go up against the 2-time defending champions.
Yeah, and listen,
and that is a well-built, I mean, a well-built team.
Not a badly built Butch body.
Not a bleach blonde built.
Ain't no Butch
body built team.
Ain't no Butch bodies over there. That's a well-built team.
Yeah, that ain't one of them.
All right, last caller, Roland Curtis. What's up?
Roland.
What's up, Mel? Yeah. What's up, fellas? So yeah, you know, I wanted to bring up an idea about what could be happening. So, as you guys said, so Caitlin Clark, she her debut, she had 20 points on 33% shooting, and she had 10 turnovers, which is the highest in a debut in the WNBA. Then her second game, her shooting percentage went down from 33% in the first game to 25% in the second game, and she only scored 9 points. And I don't know, you guys just said that Angel Reese did good, but I know in her first game, her first points came in the third quarter. Her team had already scored 43 points before she scored, and then she ended with only 12 points on 38% shooting. So I was wondering, I was wondering, could it be that and this could be a controversial thing, but could it be that maybe because the women are women able to stand up to pressure and attention the way that I think, like, as far as male athletes and female athletes, because I was wondering maybe is it the pressure and the attention that's getting to them on a bigger stage as opposed to college?
I think I do think that has a lot to do with it. I think it would be the same way for men or women. When you go from the college ranks to the pros, it's a step up. I remember going from middle school to high school as far as the Bones is on one. I remember going from middle school to high school and just feeling the difference. You get what I'm saying? I think the transition when you're dealing with people who are just different in size and stature and physicality, I think it's gonna be Bones. I'm gonna call you after this, and you better answer your phone. But I think that is definitely something that they have to learn, and we just starting the season. I think when we look at game 40, we look at the playoffs because a lot of teams, you know what I'm saying, are going to be out there. But when you look at game 40, if they are still struggling to that magnitude, then I think it's definitely something that they are feeling when it comes to making that transition to playing from college kids who just getting out of high school to grown women who've been in this league. I think it's definitely something, but I think we ought to take the wait and see approach when it comes to that before just
and you got to remember that Caitlin playing for the worst team the prior year
in the league, exactly.
Yeah,
the worst team the last 2 years.
Yeah,
right.
for sure. So
that's a growing thing.
Yeah. It ain't like if she would have went to let's say the Aces, if she would have went to the Aces, I think her numbers would have been better and everything because it's some people on that team you got to guard. It's some people in Indiana you don't have to guard. And don't worry, they're not bringing anything to the table.
Let them shoot.
And you got to remember that was cheating back in the day, stacking teams, man. Because Lisa Leslie was on the Sparks team when they drafted Candace Parker, and she was playing beside Lisa Leslie, and they had some other stars right there. So she didn't have a lot of pressure on her shoulder. But thanks for the call, Roller, man. We're gonna move to this next topic though.
Appreciate you, Rolling.
Appreciate you, Rolling.
All right, before we move to the next topic, I got a question for y'all. And y'all gotta pick either marry, smash, or drown.
I'm telling you right now, Caitlin Clark is my drown.
Caitlin Clark, Steph Curry wife, and
wait, what was the three options again?
Marry, smash, drown.
Smash, drown. Caitlin Clark, Aisha Curry, and Gabrielle Union.
Oh, that's easy.
No, it ain't that easy because
it is easy. It is. I told you, I'm drowning the shit out of Caitlin Clark.
I'm a married
man. I'm a decline on all three of these comments.
I'm a married long face. Did that before, so it ain't nothing that I'm not used to. Number one.
Wait, who is long face? Caitlin Clark?
Bro, you need to chill. Hey.
Oh man.
Chill. So I ain't say nothing.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Nah, man, I'm just saying I got a history of long faces. Number two, I would definitely drown.
Hold on, which one is long face?
Listen, man, Mel, don't ask him. Listen, bro.
Caitlin
Which
Clark
one is long face,
right?
Yeah. CC is
Gabrielle?
definitely long face.
No, Caitlin Clark is long face.
The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar.
That face almost as long as
fancy face,
JD's.
not no long face.
But
whatever.
And number one, number two, I'm definitely drowning Gabrielle Union, Zaya Wade, Dwayne Wade.
Yes, Lord.
Wade in the water. And,
well, we ain't gonna drown the kids. We're just gonna drown Gabrielle.
Ain't no kids there. All of them is Thunderbolts, except for the little baby. LeBron James. I don't know what the baby name is. Something James.
Yeah, I'm not.
Listen. So
and then who was the middle topic? Who was
Aisha Curry?
Oh yeah, Raw.
Hey, what come on Monday nights, Jay?
Raw. I'm going to Raw this Monday, live from Greensboro Coliseum. FYI.
Monday, Jay?
Huh?
Monday?
Yeah, the 20th, man. I meant to ask you what you taking the boys.
Let me look.
Oh man! All right, look, man. We gonna get into some football, man. And this segment is brought to you by a really great podcast called Therapeutic Rap. Jay, can you introduce it?
Hey, yeah. First of all, Therapeutic Rap live each and every Wednesday right here on YouTube. And that's at Therapeutic Rap 189. Get there, like, subscribe, share. Hey, we coming. That's our sister station and headed pause by me. All right, so the NFL has released this schedule, and real quick, we're gonna go real quick. I'm gonna talk about 5 key games. This 5 key games this year. Number 1. Dallas is going to play the Cowboys on Sunday, October 27th.
Oh, what now?
Hold on. Is that the first game? Hold on.
Wait. Y'all, hold on. Y'all didn't hear what he said. Yeah. What now, Jay?
Dallas is going to games. I said Dallas is going to play the 49ers.
No, he said Dallas is going to play the Cowboys.
There you go. We on point now.
Put that Blackberry crowd eliminated.
Boy, what you know about that XO, boy?
Hey, that's what we do.
That's what we do. XO.
Yeah. All right. So, but I'm gonna save the best for last. I'm gonna save the best for last. So October 27th, you got the Cowboys at the Niners. That's gonna be a really, really elite game that people are looking forward to. Next, on Monday.
Wait. Hold on. Go back to that game. What was the game, Jay?
The Cowboys versus the Niners.
Who the Cowboys got on their squad?
Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Right, because, hold on, so
Ezekiel Elliott. That's it.
Okay. They did re-sign Zeke.
Yeah. Zeke back in the building.
He back in the building.
Okay. And Pollard's
the Cowboys
in
got
Tennessee, right?
Pollard's in Tennessee.
Pennies on the dollar, he's back.
Yo, I got people in here saying the Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my God!
Don't worry about it. Hey, look, the next game that I want to highlight is on Monday, December 30th. The Lions get some get back at the Big Gene Stadium when they play the 49ers again. That's gonna be
cool.
Chris, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do, Chris?
Beat them down like they stole some.
Okay.
Implode like they did last year.
We're gonna turn the lights off in that stadium.
The other key game, and the 49ers have a lot of key games. They played the Jets on Monday, September 9th, the first Monday night game. Aaron Rodgers gets another opportunity in prime time on Monday night. Let's go Jets, I suppose.
I don't know.
Hopefully he leaves the game all Achilles intact.
Right.
Monday, November 18th, Houston Texans and Dallas Cowboys. If Dallas doesn't win that game, they can't even be called America's team anymore because they're not even a team of Texas.
Texas team.
Can't even beat Texas, right?
Hold on.
And finally,
tell him finally. What's your last one, Jay?
The NFL will open its season on Thursday, September 5th.
With who?
Where the Ravens of Baltimore will travel all the way to Arrowhead Stadium to play your reigning, defending Super Bowl champ, back-to-back Super Bowl champions, your Kansas City Chiefs.
Nah, I ain't like that. You got to do it like Bruce Buffer from the UFC. You got to go crazy.
Your Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right. In that game, what you will have is the defense of 2 Super Bowl championships back to back, and I'm telling you, they stacked the deck against Kansas City early. We got them week 1. We got Joe Burrow and the Bengals coming in week 2. If I'm telling you this right now, here's the book and pick of the week. If Kansas City gets through both of those 2-0, you may as well go ahead and call us the back champions.
Who y'all got first 2 weeks again?
We got the Ravens and then Joe Burrows.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I had seen a post on Instagram where it was talking about like key games of the schedule, and it said week 5 was the end of Joe Burrow's mandatory worst QB in the league period, because he always sucks the first 4 weeks.
He starts off pretty bad.
He starts off
not bad.
So I don't know. That week 2 might be a walk for y'all. But
also, Kansas City has a bye week 6. Which means week 7 will be 6 game suspension, and Rasheed Rice will probably be back by then.
Right.
Unofficially.
I don't like some of these bye weeks this season, but we can talk about that later.
Listen, they made this schedule for Kansas City in more ways than one. So we'll talk about that in another show, though.
Yeah,
I'll just speak on it this quick.
Let's get to these T-Wolves and that Diddy and they did That they did to Denver.
So ultimately, man, the thing, the NFL is coming back. Starting in July, we're gonna break down each conference, not each conference, each division, 1 week at a time. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, set a notification bell. Starting the first Friday in July, we're gonna take the first division, and I think we're gonna start with the NFC East.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Get that hot garbage out the way first.
Yeah, Michael Johnson, who in the comments said the Cowboys are gonna win the championship. I don't know if that's my dog Big Mike or not, but at the end of the day, you said the Cowboys are gonna win the championship. So we're gonna start with your division.
Yeah, we keep receipts. And one more final thing, man. This previous the previous section was brought to you once again by the Therapeutic Rap Podcast.
You dig?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Philly fans in the house. Yeah, NFC East. Yeah. You got to be on that on that one, Brittany.
Oh, Brittany, you do.
Sure.
Oh yeah, come on, Britt.
Yeah, you in there?
So we can tell you how them Eagles are falling apart.
The Eagles and the Cowboys gonna fuck around and let the Commanders win that division this year. But you ain't ready for that conversation, Brittany. We'll talk about it later.
Hey, you better be watching out for the cheeseheads, but you ain't ready for that conversation.
Right.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, man.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. We're gonna do our Game 7 predictions, then we up out of here, man. First of all, the Game 6 was crazy. 45-point victory.
It got to 50 at one point. They put 50 on them.
Do y'all see the difference when they don't play hands off the merchandise with the whistle, and you can actually play defense on Jokic?
Minnesota totally is clearly the better team.
I didn't really see the difference, but Stevie Wonder called me and pointed it out. So it's
Eric,
all good.
Eric, can you see the difference now?
Hey man, you know what? And you know I hated to say it, Mel. I hated to say it.
Hold on. Everybody be quiet.
This is gonna be my last take for the night because I'm about to go. Hey, I gotta go to class. Hey, so
damn, did you just graduate? You going back?
Can I be great? Damn.
Hey, you met Black excellence, brother. But take some time off for yourself, goddamn it. Damn.
So check this out. So they blow the whistle way more for Denver in certain games than they do in other games. And I will agree with Mel, even though it pains me to say it.
Oh my God.
It pains me to say it, but it does change the outcome of the game.
Thank you.
That clutch Illuminati check didn't come through yet.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: when they wasn't blowing that whistle, it was like Jokic didn't know what to do, bro. He did not know what to do. It was like, hey, where the whistle? He was looking for it. Like, where's it at? And they like, nope, they on the other end of the court right now, scoring. On the other end of the court right now, scoring right now, dog. You still arguing with the refs? We on the other end of the court, scoring right now. He didn't know how to handle the ball. It just totally discombobulated the game. So, my prediction is, it depends on how the whistle's going. The Wolves will win the series.
In Denver on Game 7, I'm going with Denver. I think the whistle go back. I think the whistle go back to Denver.
Probably take it if the whistle's blowing. Denver will take it. But if they choke on the whistles, it's over.
So
my prediction was just too much.
My prediction is this: I think that the whistles will play a part, but it's going to be they're not going to take the whistle away. It's gonna be whistle heavy, but it's gonna be for both teams. They're gonna make both teams play through the whistle. It's a Game 7, so now you got to play through. You got to play through each other and play through the whistle, and we're gonna see who's the better team that comes out of that. So it's gonna be heavy calls on both sides.
I'm telling you, if Jokic can't get in that paint and throw his body around and get them little weird looking ass shots, it's gonna be a problem.
They should have been putting cat on him from the beginning, though.
Yeah, I don't know why they tried Gobert a couple times, man. He just ain't got it, bro, because he was just abusing him around the rim. It was terrible. Yeah. I mean, I felt like I should have pulled him out the game. I was ready to throw in the towel like on Rocky. Like, oh, hey, so my next pick, I think the Knicks got it.
They're playing right now.
They're playing right now. Let's look at it.
My heart is with OKC, but it looks like they ain't going to make it.
I hate that for my dog SGA too.
I hate that for SGA.
I had to think in my head what's the best storyline of the teams remaining. and it's Tatum versus Ant-Man.
Hey, I'm out. I gotta go.
All right, bro.
Peace, love, and chicken grease.
It's Tatum versus Ant-Man. I think Boston, Minnesota finals.
Could be. I can't really predict the match. I can't predict a game or a series unless Jokic and Luka is out of the playoffs.
Exactly.
I can predict
that's real. That's real.
Yeah,
real.
Because I know what the league want to do with those two guys.
Of course.
But I mean, it don't mean it's going to happen. Somebody can catch fire like what happened last night with Minnesota. Like hey, no way, no how. Right. And I think there was the game that OKC won, not the last game, but the game before that. They was calling that game for Dallas to win, but SGA went off in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. He like I said, there's nothing, like Chris said too.
There's no strategy for made buckets.
No strategy for made buckets, and SGA overrode that would look to be a rigged game by just scoring. He was able to score however he needed to score, and that was something that I was appreciative of. As far as this game 7 goes, I'm nervous because if I'm looking at this as far as basketball goes, Minnesota is the better team. I think they're a better constructed team when it comes to playing offense and defense. I think that if they are able to play with the physicality that the playoffs is supposed to have, then they're going to come out on top. But I just think them being in Denver, I think I'm looking at another game where they're going to force Jokic and Luka to be the guys that be in the Western Conference Finals, and I don't like that.
That's gonna be such an ugly series if they make that happen, bro. I'm gonna say it for E, man, because he got off before he could say it. That's gonna be some of the ugliest basketball plays.
Yeah,
if they let a Luka Jokic series go, that's just gonna be so unathletic, uncoordinated.
I don't know because Kyrie
gonna make it look real good. Him and Murray going shot for shot. But last caller of the show used to be the first caller of the show. DC Slim, what's up?
Slim,
what's up, fellas? What it do? What it do?
What up,
hey, man, y'all all fucking fire today, Slim. No more. Hey, that opening, before you cut this show off, I'm going to need that opening one more time when she talk about the Congress lady. All right? Straight up. No bull. But look, on this basketball thing, I hate it when it get to this point because this when the rigging get real. Everything y'all talking about is basically rigging. What the best teams, what I want to see, I just put it in the comments. OKC versus Minnesota is what we need to see, but we won't see it because it's two small market teams. That's when we start getting to the business part. You know what I'm saying? We really need to see Indiana versus Boston. New York is a terrible watch. You know what I'm saying? But Indiana's a small market, so it's just not good for business to put them in there. Why is this? The little white girl in the WNBA, man, look, man, let's be real. Nobody watched the NBA, all right? And the WNBA. The WNBA, I don't watch it, but it was good a long time ago. Old girl ain't, I'm just not feeling the narrative that they pulling, you know what I'm saying, to try to make it look like she's saving them. She did not do the playing thing. I don't think everybody reading all the details in all of this. She's not saving the WNBA. She's just the little face right now that's going to promote it. So I'm not really feeling this narrative with her and Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody watch that. The rating's still not that high. So I just don't get why there's big news all of a sudden. And my last point, fellas, as far as this Bronny thing, look, man, Shorty need to go play football. Let's keep it real, all right? His father, he's a clown. He might even be a clown like his father. I ain't even gonna put that past him. I don't mind talking about young dudes. Y'all sitting up here biting y'all tongue, talking about something, he too young. Shorty might be a clown, okay? So, but look, and y'all was saying nepotism. Nepotism don't promote champions. Any situation with nepotism, they ain't never won nothing. So that's overrated. So you can be a nepotist all you want. You ain't gonna win nothing.
Thanasis got one.
The show is great. Who ain't one?
Hey, Thanasis got one, and that's clear nepotism because that boy is hot ass.
Who did you just say?
Giannis's younger brother.
No, that's
yeah. Oh, okay. But I mean, that's still look. When you say when I say winning, I'm saying he nepotism on that end. So what LeBron trying to do with his son, that's a high version of nepotism. He trying to get him, some rings and everything, but that ain't never gonna happen, man. Hey, look, man, this fucking show is like that, man. I love the fans, I love the chat, man, and this don't like that. And y'all need to start showing that like button some goddamn love. Peace out, fellas. Man down with sports.
Slim, appreciate you.
Hey, shout out my dog DC Slim.
Mr. Bojangling himself.
Yeah, it
man,
is.
That man said he put the ass in Thanasis, man. Golly.
Bro, how do you tear your Achilles walking in the tunnel back to the locker room, bro?
It happens.
Oh, man.
Hey, trust me, it happens.
Oh yeah. ACL doing a percolate at a house party on college campus. Never seen nothing like that before in my life. Well, I ain't see it, but I heard about it.
Hold on, who did what?
Jay tore his ACL doing a percolator in some Durango boots on a college campus at a house party.
Say it ain't so, Jay.
That's not what happened at all.
Jay, you
better come in and defend yourself.
Man, listen, I will not chase a lie.
Let him think.
Hey, Brandon in the comment section, man, he was there. So
he said Jay knows best.
Hey, Bird. Hey, Bird, what happened, Bird?
Hey, Bird got a wrench.
Hey, there it is.
Hey.
First of all, my ACL has never been torn. Second of all, it wasn't depercolated. Third of all, I damn sure didn't have on Durango boots.
You had on Durangos. Everybody
no, not that night. Listen.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Listen, did I hyperextend my knee while dancing at a gym jam?
Jay, you're not gonna tell the story truthfully.
Is that Bird? Hey, no, that's not Bird. That's not
somebody hang up on this man.
Don't tell it at all. No.
Bird.
This man. So all due respect to his wife, this was 22 years ago. This man was dancing with some girl. I think it was Bad Cannon Face, right, Jay?
Nah, it was Nutty. I know you see it. Nah, it was Nutty. I know you see
Nutty,
it.
I know. Okay,
the
we had
nicknames y'all got for
every,
these women is crazy.
And it names for every girl on campus, and you know exactly who was who. This girl was dancing, and Jay bent over and tried to I don't know, gyrate backwards and
he bent over backwards.
Yeah,
like the Matrix.
Do it.
Yeah, backwards.
Do the Matrix.
But he had his face in her cooch, and I'm like, Nisha, this is 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago.
Oh no, she didn't watch Man Down to School. So here's the thing. That's after I had already got hurt. I was already down.
No, Jay. This man fell down after he tore his ACL and fell to the ground.
Oh Lord!
In pain, the girl walked over, stood over his face and got squatted on his face and twerked on his face. And this man was in pain, but since she was dancing, he stayed on the floor, gyrating around as if he didn't tore his ACL.
I think this story should have been told to the members only, man. Like everybody should hear this one.
Man, if there was ever a promo for Man Down After Dark, that was it.
Hey, we about to start a pay.
So the worst part of all of that, I was brand new to Durham, so I didn't know what a hospital was, and this was my right knee. I drove left-footed all the way to Greensboro to go to the hospital where I knew where it was at.
Oh my gosh!
Came back in the air cast.
We ain't had GPS back then, man. If you don't know where something was at, you gotta stop at the gas station and buy a map.
Hey, listen, I was on the college campus with a cast from my thigh to my daggone ankle.
Oh, that was so unnecessary. They didn't know how to do ACLs back then.
They ain't know.
That's crazy. Hey, Bird, you got a wrench, man. You happy?
Bird, you got a wrench, bro.
Hey, Birdman, don't forget you're supposed to give me your PlayStation 5.
He definitely did ask for the PlayStation 5.
Boy, y'all
Give
so
it to
crazy.
him, and I'm never doing anything that's worthy of being ranked, but I thank you guys for it.
And I'm never doing anything worth.
Hey, look. Hey, we got a million stories. If y'all like this, so we got a million stories. We can't tell everybody. This will be members only.
Members only.
Man down at the dark.
Yeah.
I think
it gets way crazier.
It gets crazy. I think the first story that we might have to tell, Bird, is when I got in that high speed chase.
Jay through that window.
No. When me and you got in the high speed chase, because I was being followed. We got to tell that story.
That was scary.
Yeah, it was scary. Yeah, it was. It was scary. And she almost ran over your mama's foot. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we definitely got to we definitely got to get a man down after dark.
Hey, Bones.
Heard that one.
Bones, I've been a senior since 2009. Believe that.
He said back when Jay was in college, he had to go to the.
All right, man. All right, bro. We got to get out of here, man. I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Thanks, Bird. Thanks for the call, man.
Appreciate
you. I told y'all one line.
Appreciate y'all rocking with
No,
us,
you was lying. It wasn't the percolator.
What song was it?
Tootsie Roll.
Oh no, I do remember the song.
What's the
hold
song?
on. Oh, it was a rap. What was it, Jay?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and expose myself. It was this song right here. Put your right hand up. Put your left hand up.
Whatever.
I hate Remy Ma, yo. F that bro.
Hey, especially after how she treated my dog Papoose, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she a demon for that.
Yeah,
I was definitely Remy Ma, yo. Whatever.
Man. All right, yeah. Good night, Blossom. All right, man. We out of here, man. We catch you on the next episode, man. Peace.
Why his voice was so soft?
Gardenia.
Yes.